I wait for him to drag me into some office, call the police, slap me, something. Slap me is very interesting. That's a nice option. We can all become friends through normal means. Ask me my likes and dislikes. Don't try to proposition me. One of the children tugs on Festus's arm and hands him a crude drawing scribbled with a pencil. Oh. Is this me? And Anise? The soft taps of kitchen knives follows our laughter, and we resume work. I didn't mourn the absence of Anise. No one mourns the wicked, so. Who, Festus? He doesn't mind. He likes to watch. Perhaps he's watching us right now. These niggas are freaky as fuck. I thought it was just gonna be like a couple like dirty jokes here and there, but it's like, damn, this shit is heavy. Hello my loves, I'm Degenerate, and welcome back to Dead Wishes. Today, let me find them. We are doing Festus. How exciting! We remember Festus from Clement's route. He made an appearance for a little bit with what's her face? This chick. Yeah, he's a little prankster, I think, or just silly guy. He's also a priest from my knowledge. I have his save ready because I think this is it. The way I did it, or the way the guide says. You have to do that little quiz in the beginning of the game first, and then answer the door for the landlord and say you have the money. So I just went back to Ira's route. Just went back because it's the same answers. So, and here it is right here. Hopefully it works. I don't have to do the quiz again. If it doesn't work, I will just do a new game and do the quiz again. Simple. Alright, we have the money apparently. Not. Because we don't. Let me check first if it's right. It is right, because if it kept going, I would have met something else. Alrighty, let's begin. I have to do something drastic if I want to pay my rent, even if it's something illegal. What choice do I have? Getting a job. Shit, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have let it get this bad. Yeah. As I walk, I do my damnedest to talk myself into the stupidest plan I've ever devised. What are we about to do? I should have been truthful to the landlady. It's not too late to go back and confess. I could do it. But what happens after? Where will I go? She's sure to kick me out if I don't come up with the money. I'm not sick anymore, by the way. The day I recorded your boyfriend was the last day I had any nose trouble. In the midst of my laments, I pass a small church on the corner of the street, shabby and rundown. It has certainly seen better days. Still, it might be, dare I say it, my saving grace? Because he's a priest? I dash the thought away as soon as it arrives. Oh, what? Is it a sign from God? Go in here. I'll help you. Yeah, right. It occurs to me that the church would possibly have some cash at hand. We're gonna steal from a church? Okay, that's definitely unique. What kind of person would steal from a church? That's what I'm saying. Me, I would. Ew, I don't want to do this. The inside of the church is bright and sparsely furnished. Sorry. No one is inside to witness my thievery. Somehow I wish someone would be here to stop me. Where would they keep money here? In an office somewhere? Maybe up at the altar? Behind the podium? I make my way to the front of the church, which is adorned with some bronze candle holders and humble dressings. Everything is covered with a film of dust. Okay. That's just a little weird, I don't know. Nobody comes in here? Like nobody? Well, obviously Festus probably. I glance over the candle holders, estimating their value and whatever it is worth, and whether it is worth the effort to take them. I wouldn't get much if I tried to pawn them. What am I even thinking? This was a waste of time. I run my hand over the top of the altar. This is a place people come when they're in trouble, and I'm here trying to steal shit to cover my ass. I mean, I bite my bottom lip. I guess I'm also in trouble. Doesn't matter. On top of all the other shit I've done, this is nothing. What have we done? If I'm going to get caught, then I'll deal with it. I sneak behind the altar and poke my head under the dressing to find a small shelf concealed under the upper lip of the structure. A few bowls sit on the shelves, and the inside of the bowls are a few paper bills. I snatch them. There's no time to gloat over my prize.
Sorry.
Oh my god. It scared me a little bit. What are you doing here? Stealing. My head whips wildly around to a man with flaming red hair. He's very tall. Clad in all black, a tattoo peeks out from under his shirt. Where? Oh. Nothing. Nothing in my voice is convincing. My hand slides behind what? My hands slide behind my back, trying to conceal my crime, but the man's eyes slide down.
Oh!
Uh-oh. We got caught. Oh no. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. This is so pathetic. Silly from a church. Oh really? What's behind your back? He caught me. You know, I've met... This shit's too funny. You know, I've met and talked to a lot of different people in this church. Oh no. I don't think I've ever caught a thief red-handed. I blush brilliantly, unable to defend myself. My gaze moves to the floor, and then back up to the entrance of the church. I gotta get out of here. I turn around and bolt. The man's footsteps echo after me.
Hey!
Please come back. Why? Hell no. I'm not going with the police today. Sorry. Run straight, jump over the pews. Are they in my way? I feel like we should just, you know? Wait, where is he? I'm gonna jump over the pews. Uh-oh. Who's orange? That can't be him. Come on. Why isn't it red? I jump down from the altar and hop over some of the pews in my escape. My foot catches on the back of the bench and I topple over. Probably should have ran straight then.
Hey!
No regrets. Hey, be careful. How kind of you to be concerned for a thief. Afraid of what the man might do now that I've been caught stealing, I scramble to my feet. There's no time for me to look back at the man. I keep running.
Something wrong?
Ah, yes, Scottish. I love it. Why don't you tell me what's going on? I mean, well, I can, but... We're stupid, I forgot. His voice raises in alarm, but I'm not stupid enough to involve myself with him any further. Just grab the cash and run. Nope, sorry! No, they're tag tagging me. Anise? Oh, I'm gonna assume that's how you say it. Anise, the door! Uh-oh. As I turn the corner of the building to open the door, a woman blocks my path. She laughs as I tumble down in an effort to evade her.
Is something wrong?
Where are you going in such a hurry, sweetie? Oh shit, sorry. As I attempt to pull myself to my feet, she grabs my wrist.
No.
You'll hurt yourself running around like that. Please calm down. I'm so happy to be in this situation. Throughout the church, the man's footsteps echo behind me. I turn around, the woman's hand still clasped around my wrist. The red-haired man has me cornered without means to escape.
Anise.
Thanks. You don't have to hold them like that. I don't want to scare them any more than I already have. Are you sure? Are you sure? You sure? They seem to be very frightened, like a deer caught in a hunter's gaze. You won't run, will you, sweetie? I can't. There's no reason to get worked up. Festus wants to talk to you. Okay. For the man's request, there's only one. The woman drops my wrist and gives me a warm smile. Her companion lets out a laugh, leaving me perplexed. Now that was a workout. I've never seen someone run like that. You got me winded. What? Yet more confused at his friendly tone, I stare at the man. I wait for him to drag me into some office, call the police, slap me, something. Slap me is very interesting. That's a nice option. When I don't reply, he tries to breach conversation once more.
Hey! If you want to try running again, can you give me some warning? I haven't gone out for a run in a long time, and you're making me feel out of shape.
Huh? Not funny? I thought it was a good one. I got a little chuckle out of it, I guess. What's with this guy? He thinks this is a joke? I don't know. Sorry, I really like Scottish accents, just as much as Sergio's. Jesus Christ. I'll try to contain myself, though. We don't know much about this guy. So I'm not gonna fall in love immediately, like, you know, past experiences. I worry with my, lip while considering how I should respond. That was a weird sentence. Yeah, that's what it says. If I play along, he might go easy on me. Might even let me go. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Steal from the offering? Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I get it. You just wanted to count our savings. That's not what I wanted to do, right? Okay. See what we've got on hand. Did you count it up? Go ahead. He gestures to the bills stuffed in my clenched hands. This is your savings? Sure is. Go on.
Festus.
Guys. Festus, you're teasing the poor the poor thing. Sorry. The money only covers a fraction of my rent. It's so little. That isn't worth taking. I'm sorry. I have the grace to be ashamed of myself and move to hand the money back to the man.
Don't feel bad.
You don't want to keep it? You came all this way for it. What is your deal? I didn't plan it out, really. It just happened that I walked by. I needed money for rent, so I thought, you know, thought you would steal from a church? My, that's plucky. That's not it. Something about giving to those in need. That's what I thought about. I'm gonna be evicted soon. That's kind of a need, right?
Anise.
They've got a point. Stop it. I think we ought to teach them a lesson. Oh, hopefully it requires a pen and pencil.
Hey!
I guess it'll be up to me. Your punishments might be misunderstood as a reward.
Oh!
I suppose that's most appropriate. Give them their penance. How should we teach this naughty child to mind their manners? Cut off my hands. I glance between the two, growing more confused by the second. Who are these people? They don't have to talk like this in front of me, as if I can't hear them. Question Festus. Question Anise. Question Festus? Okay, I think he's orange. That's such a weird color for him, though. Sorry, I wave my hand in front of the man's face, and he sputters out a giggle.
What's up?
Got something you want to say? Yeah, who are you people anyway? The red-haired man clears his throat and lowers his voice, invoking a tone of feigned authority. I'm Festus, the resident priest. What? That's a very interesting outfit for a priest. You're lying. It's true. I'm sorry, Father, I didn't... This guy's a priest? He's joking, right? Still, when I compare the state of the church to this man, it makes a bit of sense that this shabby church might be accompanied by a unique priest. Perhaps that's a bit rude. He's been nice enough, aside from the vague innuendo.
It's alright.
Wait, when? Oh. Right. You don't have to call me that. I lost that title a long time ago. What? Oh. He scratches the back of his head and grants me a half smile.
Anise.
This is Anise. She's a sister working with me. Interesting. Like a nun? She's a nun. My inflection raises in disbelief, perhaps so much that I offended the woman because her eyes glimmer at my question.
Yes.
That's right. Are you surprised? Yes. I open my mouth to clarify my confusion, but she interrupts before I can redeem myself. It seems I'll have to work on your manners when speaking with a lady. Anyway, I'm sure you're in quite a predicament. A predicament to have resorted to thievery. Regardless of the circumstances, it's nice to meet you.
Hmm?
I was a bit worried when I saw you running in the church. I thought Festus might have played a little trick on you.
Oh!
I would never. Liar. He covers his mouth in feigned mortification. Not without you, of course. Huh? Careful, Festus. Our new friend might get the wrong idea about us.
Sorry.
What idea? I don't get it. Okay. Lies after lies after lies. It's just lies upon lies. When Anise laughs, Festus follows, watching her grin like a starving man.
Got a sec?
So, hey, what's your name? It's Dee. How cute. I don't think it's that cute.
Hey.
Oh, watch out, Dee. When Anise starts to like you, she's insatiable. That's unfortunate. Festus, Dee doesn't want to hear about all that. They're itching to be on their way, isn't that right? Not itching. Watching the two of them flirt doesn't fit in with my plans for the day. I should be going. I have to find some cash.
Well...
But you just got here.
Oh!
I've got it. You can stay here with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wonderful idea, Festus. The more the merrier. Dee can sleep in one of the empty rooms. You're serious?
Of course.
There's enough room for all of us. Yeah, I bet. I'm not sure what to say.
Yes.
Say yes. We'll help you. Festus is a very good man, even if he doesn't seem like it. Okay. I consider the offer and her assessment of Festus, while the man in question giggles uncontrollably. Hey Anise, it's like a threesome. I guess I know what I'm in for when it comes to this route. He's much too proud of this joke. I guess somebody laughed. I don't know.
Oh no.
Raise your hand if you laughed, I guess. Oh dear. Funny, huh? I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Both Anise and myself stare at him in wonder, although Anise's expression is much more forgiving than my own. Bring your things along when you have the chance. I'm sure the move will be stressful. You have plenty to take care of. She pats Festus on the shoulder, drawing him back from the door.
Festus.
Come, Festus. They'll tell us if they need their help with the move. Let's stay out of their way. What is that? I'll be come, huh? Come where? What? Come with an E? Or come with an ING? Oh my gosh. Anise's hand slaps over his mouth, and she gives me another brilliant smile. Don't worry yourself about us. We'll be along if you need anything.
I can't wait to see you again.
See you soon. Okay. That's... Alright, I can tell he's gonna be like this fucking... like, probably dad joke, but at the same time, like, dirty joke kind of guy. I can't wait. This is gonna be such a treat. It doesn't take me long to pack and move my things to the church. Many of my possessions were already boxed, and I hadn't unpacked in the first place. We were just expecting to be kicked out. The room in the church is a cozy place, just enough for me while I get back on my feet. That's the plan anyway. Oof. My goodness. It's an okay room. Anise provided me with new linens for the bed and a cleaning cloth to wipe away the dust from the furniture. Although both she and Festus live at the church, they don't seem to worry about cleaning, as the unused rooms in the building are covered in dust and grime. No matter, it only takes a few minutes to tidy up. I'm in the midst of folding some of my clothes when there's a knock at the door.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. Are you all moved in? Everything's taken care of? For the most part. You don't need anything? All you have to do is ask. Festus and I would be happy to take care of you. I'm fine, thanks. And what are you guys doing in here? Honestly, I want to get down to the nitty-gritty. Anise is a very kind woman, but her banter with Festus is somewhat unnerving. They're supposed to be members of the clergy. Okay. They don't take caution in acting like it. Not that I would know how they're supposed to behave. Well, he clearly is a retired priest, so whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh.
You really should have asked Festus to help. He needs to leave the church ever so often. Every or ever? Every. I fear he gets a bit bored here day after day. Is that right? Oh yes, it's dangerous to be cooped up all day, all alone. The imagination is a wondrous thing, and people get up to nutty things. And when that happens, sometimes there's trouble. Maybe that's a good thing. No. He'll be fine. There should be another option, I feel like. He'll be fine. I think Festus will be fine, no matter the ideas he gets. I stumble over my words, puzzled about what trouble Festus might find in a rundown church. If anything happens, he has you.
Of course.
You're so sweet, and much too kind for him. Festus loves sweet things. I keep telling him that it'll be the death of him. Maybe that's how I should proceed with this route. Thank you very much. I have to be. Both of you gave me somewhere to stay. It would be stupid for me to be rude.
Yes.
I won't disagree with that. Still, I wonder how sweet you will be once you grow closer to us. I'd like us to be very good friends. Anise approaches me, each swish of her hip ruffling her skirt. With each step, she sinks closer. No, slinks closer like a cat stalking prey. You're so cute. Thanks? I'm not interested. That's crazy. Let's not assume. I don't think she's being... Oh, maybe... I don't want to be rude, though. Let's just say thank you. Thanks. I guess. I step away from her, hoping that this will send a clear enough message.
Oh.
Oh, boo. What? What? You might let me have a little more fun before spoiling the game. I'm not interested in playing games. Not if they involve...
Oh no.
coitus. Oh dear. Festus and I love to play games. Especially games about delicious things. Sweet things, like you. Okay. Despite my step back, Anise closes the space between us. Oh, everyone loves delicious things. Gulp. She's so close that I can feel her breath on my face. There's nowhere for me to look, because her gaze has me captured and pinned. Don't you love delicious things? I guess. I need an adult. My voice raises in panic, unsure if this woman means to seduce or frighten me. She looks like she wants to devour me. She might do it if I gave her the chance. If you're talking about taste, then I have a different concept of what constitutes deliciousness. Oh, but there are many delicious things that you can taste with many different mouths. Girl, come on. You're not helping your case here. For instance, your mouth right here, buried in your belly? What? I am not Sukuna. She touches below my belt, and I flinch. Oh, never mind. What is happening? What did she say? Oh, buried in your belly. Loves delicious things so much that it cries for more. She lets out a moan, and there's no mistaking it. She's inviting me to her bed. I don't think this is very appropriate. Me neither. I raise my arms, aiming to put another barrier between us. I think you should back away. Someone might see.
Festus.
Who, Festus? He doesn't mind. He likes to watch. Perhaps he's watching us right now. These niggas are freaky as fuck. I thought it was just gonna be like a couple like dirty jokes here and there, but it's like, damn, this shit is heavy. It's thick. Like, they're really pushing this. Whatever this is. Pardon me? At this point, nigga, get out the closet, right? And stop watching. And help me, save me. You guys do like consent, right? I would assume so, since you guys like to get freaky. Because I know it's making me a little uncomfortable. I don't like it when it's laid on thick, you know? Ease into it. She's like jumping right in. At this, I finally push her back. My lips are poised with an apology, but I don't get a chance to mutter it out. Festus, are you in the hall listening? Dee isn't interested in playing with me. What? Uncomfortable and more than a little angry, I storm over to the door and fling it open.
What's up?
Oops. Yeah, oops, nigga. Oops. What the hell are you doing? Just eavesdropping. Gosh, I could hear you stuttering outside. Anise must have shown you something really nice. I didn't see tits or ass, so... No, actually, she did not.
Oh no.
What a waste. We could have so much fun. No. My head swims in rage at the audacity of these two. Oh, I see how it is. You took advantage of me so that you would have a new toy. Is that it?
Hey!
Uh-oh. You're not really mad, are you? Yes, I'm angry. Furious, even.
Is something wrong?
It's a little cute. I bet a pile of shit with a bow on top is cute for her. Cause, oh my god, everything's cute. It's getting exhausting. Fuck off. Anise, I think you tease them too much. I'm incorrigible.
Yes.
You're something else, alright. Right. I'm leaving.
Oh.
Leaving? Forever? No, not forever. I'm getting away from the two of you to clean up this dump. Someone has to do it. As I close the door to my room, my own room, I hear Anise's passing remark. Oh dear, we scared them off. Yeah. You scared them off. That is true. Us too. I don't know which of them is worse. Anise. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Pop quiz. Who's worse? Anise. I got the answer right, 100%. Like, ugh. She's just, I don't know. At least Festus is like, you know, he just jokes. It's just a joke. Comedy. Not the best comedy, but it's still, you know, get the snicker out of you once in a while. But she's like, let me touch you without your permission. Ooh, that's bad. At the front of the chapel, I put myself on task with tidying up. It is intended to be more of a distraction from my irritation, but thus far it isn't working. No wonder this place is filthy. With these two running it, I'm surprised anything gets done at all. I think they just crash here.
What's up?
Was not expecting you to pop up. But it is your route, so I should not be that stupid. Look at you! What initiative? If you come to pick on me again, consider it done. Let's move on.
Something wrong?
You're really mad, huh? Yeah. Really? You didn't get that when I literally told you I was angry? It was so cute, I didn't take it seriously. I'm not a puppy. I'm not a kitten. I'm not like a cute little capybara. I'm like, come on. You hearing yourself? Wait, no you aren't. You didn't listen to me, so why should I believe that you listen to yourself?
Listen.
I was only trying to get you to loosen up. That's not how you do it, buddy. You need to take a class or something. I don't like that kind of joke. Anise took it too far. I don't like that kind of joke. That is freaky. It's like, ew. And you were actually out there like listening, so it made it not seem like it was a joke. That's all. Let's say that Anise took it too far. She made me uncomfortable.
Anise.
She didn't mean anything by it. She wants us all to be friends. Okay. As she says while she pulls out a condom. Like, come on. Stop it. You're not fooling me. I guess she can rub people the wrong way. She's got a bit of a bite. We can all become friends through normal means. Ask me my likes and dislikes. Don't try to proposition me. I totally got it. Especially not in a church. How scandalous. Festus falls silent, giving me a look of sincere pity.
Sorry.
I accept. We won't gang up on you like that again. Okay. Thanks.
Got a sec.
How's the room? We moved in quick. There wasn't much for me to take. Besides that, my landlady was eager to get me out of the building. She actually helped?
I see.
Did you tell her what happened? Sort of. I had to tell her. They didn't have any money. She wasn't happy with me. In fact, she had several choice words that I will not repeat. Okay, I'm surprised.
It's alright.
She wasn't too harsh, I hope. Yeah. Uh-oh. Damn, she already had a new person? Rude? Hurry up now. I have to get this place cleaned up for the new tenant. I'm moving as fast as I can. So she didn't help. As I threw my possessions into boxes, the landlady stood over me like a vulture. I couldn't blame her. She lost a lot of money with me as a tenant. I suppose I'll have to pay her back eventually. Really, I think she's glad to be rid of me. The money is secondary, probably. Leave everything in the kitchen, the bed as well. Where you're going, I don't think you'll need it. Oh, God. How do you even know? Like, what? Her customary sweet tone was gone, replaced with a stern dislike. I was more eager to get out of there than to pack properly. That's basically what happened. Yikes, she wasn't very patient. I can't blame her. Anyway, all this is temporary. I'll find a job in a new place as soon as I can.
Oh,
Don't be so quick to leave. You can stay as long as you like. Thanks, but I don't want to take advantage of charity. It's a relief that I don't have to pay rent anymore, but I won't overstay my welcome.
don't worry about it.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of help. I don't like it. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Let's say that. I'm ashamed that I have to. I'd rather try to make it my own. Make it on my own. How's that working out for you? Okay. It's not going well, is it? Shut your mouth, you fuckhead. You're right. Still, I don't want to impose.
Don't worry about it.
I like to think of this place as a refugee for those in need. I bit my lip. Perhaps it's best that I retract my previous assessment of him. However childish and inappropriate his humor, he's trying to help me. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Okay? Alright. Rather than an agreement, it sounds like a reluctant concession.
Well...
I'm surprised you didn't bring anyone along with you for the move. What? Don't you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Look at him inquiring. They could stay with us, I don't mind. I'm single. Besides, I wouldn't... But you're so cute. Cute. I don't know how many times they've said it already. Clearly, I'm adorable. Wait, I've got it. That little blush of embarrassment when Anise was flirting with you. Don't tell me. Wow. This is insane. What a trip. Are you a virgin? Scratch my most recent assessment of this man. He's completely and utterly quit f***ing around with me. Using my cleaning rag as a weapon, I slap Festus over the side of his head. Or I try. I managed to hit his collar. This nigga's tall then. Tall. Not Mr. Crawling tall though. This elicits a giggle, as if I've tickled him.
Oh!
What was that for? For being inappropriate. What are you playing at? Asking me a question like that. It's no good? Are you a little embarrassed? Shut up. Just... I slap him again with the rag, and this time he flinches and uses his hand to block the blow. Unfortunately, he catches the rag before it makes contact. This isn't funny. It's a little funny. No, it isn't. The door.
Hey!
You shouldn't say something like that to a priest. What happened to not being a priest anymore? You shouldn't be asking me intimate questions in the first place. I couldn't help myself. Clearly not. I snatched the rag back with a huff. Unbelievable. You bet I am. You should That's when I stop. I slap him one last time with the rag, this time hitting him directly in the face. Excuse me, but I have work to do. Someone has to take things seriously around here. I captain. Sure. I don't hate him though, he's not awful. Definitely a treat though to be around. The following day I wake up in the morning and change my clothes, ignoring the wrinkled fabric from stuffing my clothes into boxes. Dang. Alright. I'll go out today and take a look to see who's hiring. Surely someone will have a position open. Get the job, save up a little, and then try to find a new place to live. It's a great plan, all in theory. It's been a long time since I applied for a job. Please don't let it be Anise. Please don't let it be Anise. Before I can set off on my way, there's another knock at the door.
Hello.
Good morning. Not her again. Rude greeting. Polite greeting. Let's start over. Right? Good morning, Anise. Is there something you need?
It's alright.
Don't worry, I'm not here to pick on you. Well, I did the nice greeting.
Festus!
Festus told me to be on my best behavior around you. He must like you more than I guessed. Maybe he's just worried that I'll take your stuff and run away. You won't, will you? No. Good.
I see.
I'm only here to deliver a message. Festus wanted you to sweep out the chapel and mop the floor. You can do it, can't you, sweetie? All of a sudden now I'm like the maid here? What? I dusted off like one table or something. Now all of a sudden I'm being tasked with stuff. I'm in no position to argue, given that I'm living here rent-free. I guess. Sure, I'll get to it. Are we still gonna go out though and try to find a job? Blessedly, Anise does not bother me besides providing instructions to a supply closet near the confessional. I pull out a broom to sweep the stone floor, eager to finish the task. There might be time left in the day to take a walk in the city. I scan over the expanse of the chapel, grateful that the church isn't so massive that I'll be working for hours. Please don't be nighttime. Okay, what I'm about to say. As I round the corner to sweep out one of the wings of the church, Festus enters with an older woman. He leads her over to the pews and sits down next to her, both of their heads bowed and voices hushed. I just don't know what to do. I miss him so much. Sometimes I think that he'll come back to me, but I know he won't. I was so cruel to him. He won't forgive me.
It's alright.
Are you sure? Are you so sure? You gotta be so sure. I'll admit that it isn't my place to eavesdrop, but I'm drawn on how Festus speaks to the woman. Woman? Yeah, just the one. Much like his apology to me yesterday, he barely resembled the childish jester that I wrote him off as. He's definitely childish, but I suppose he has to have some decorum if he runs a church. He has to be kind, helpful even. Festus takes a moment to answer the woman. I continue sweeping, taking care to stay out of sight.
No.
Go home and talk to him for your penance. Tell him how you feel and apologize. He won't forgive me.
Well...
You can't know that until you try. Putting your trust in God will help, but you must be the one to start the conversation. You must help yourself in order to earn his help. The woman nods, taking in Festus's advice. I understand.
Listen.
Come back tomorrow and we'll talk everything over. What if he doesn't? Try. Yes. Thank you, Father. The woman exits, leaving me dumbfounded in the shadows. Okay, I had a feeling this was coming. Well, who's lurking about now? I'm not lurking, I was just sweeping like you asked me to.
Hey!
Oh, were you? I was. I mean, broom in hand, sweep, sweep. You really sure that's all you were doing? I wasn't going to stop just because you were here. It would waste time.
Listen.
The point of asking you to do it wasn't so that you could worry about time. I wanted you to use it as a period of self-reflection. What am I self-reflecting? I balanced the broom on the back of one of the pews and crossed my arms. What is he playing at? You should have told me. I was reflecting. What am I reflecting? I didn't do anything wrong. Because I hit you yesterday? You're joking. You should have told me? Nah. But that's cuter, right? Like, you should have told me, you stupid. No, I'm gonna say I was reflecting. Let's say I was.
I see.
What did you come up with? I was making a plan for a job search.
Listen.
That's a start, but not what I was thinking. You're only considering how to fix your problem, not how you ended up with the problem in the first place. I don't know what to think. That kind of blew my mind a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Tiny explosion. Like a little fart. That's not important. I should, write my mistakes. How can you write your mistakes if you don't know how you got there? You'll make them all over again. I like that. And mindset you have. It's very attractive. Festus reaches for the broom handle and pushes it back into my hands.
It's alright.
Seems like you aren't finished with your penance just yet. I don't know what you want me to think, reflect. Well, my landlady kicked me out and...
No.
No. No. You're the one who created the problem. Don't blame it on someone else. You're the one who came into the church with the intention to steal. Don't forget about that. I apologized. I was desperate. You've apologized, but are you regretful?
People want to worry over what they've done wrong, who they've hurt, why their lives aren't just what they want. Sometimes all they need is a little introspection.
I stare at him in amazement, wondering if he has a perverted twin wandering in the building. You're so stupid. Take a look at yourself. How can you change? I'll try, I guess. My fingers wrap around the broom handle, resolved to see the task through. Festus turns away to leave. Wait!
What's up?
What is it? You're actually quite good at giving advice.
Oh!
Oh! That's a surprise, huh? Well, I thought you were some sort of pervert from our conversations yesterday.
Thanks.
No, that's not. No. No. Festus's lips tug up in a grin. Whoa. You're really close. Festus bends down to my level to deliver his reply. We're that fucking short. Or he's just too fucking tall. His smirking face is closer than ever before, and somehow I have the urge to slap it away. Are those two traits mutually exclusive? What? No. Oh, I suppose not. The next time I give you some advice, it'll be on your techniques when cleaning up the bedroom. In the bedroom? I didn't even get in there yet. It takes a half a second to register what he said. You. I punch you. I punch you hard in the face. What's wrong with you? Spoiling a moment like this. I thought I'd gotten through to him, gotten to speak to him on a closer level, and yet...
I'm a bad dude.
I just couldn't resist. What? It's so much fun to make you mad. I'm gonna make you regret that. Nope, no regrets. None at all? Rear the back, what? Oh, I rear the back with the broomstick in hand, aiming for Festus's shin.
Oh!
Whoa, don't beat up a priest. But you're not a priest, remember? Mercy, mercy! I got my revenge. So I'm only minutely... I got it right, oh my gosh. Minutely angry now. More entertained with his look of panic rather than beating him with the wood. I thought it was pretty funny. I give him a hard tap on the leg. Quit trying to piss me off and maybe I'll stop finding reasons to smack you. I don't mind if it's a little slap on my... and my booty. My hand collides with the top of his head in a determined thump. He flinches, but the blow isn't hard enough to hurt him. I only aim to shut him up. You think I'm joking around?
Hey!
Apparently not. Apologize. He lets out a nervous laugh and slouches his head down.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. Festus slaps his hands together as if in prayer, and and lowers his head. I guess I'm in a good mood. He acts like an idiot, and it's oddly endearing, if not infuriating. Fine, let me get back to work. I have to do some reflection. Got it. Before I have another opportunity to slap him, Festus steps away with a whistle. I'm left with the broom in hand, and plenty to mull over. Why does he act like that? He offers great advice and then blows it off with some perverted offhanded comment. I can't understand. I continue sweeping the stone, my mind abuzz with curiosities about Festus, rather than reflection on my own wrongdoing. It doesn't matter. I'll stay here for a bit, get a job, and leave. Easy. I don't have to treat this like I'm on a spiritual journey or some bullshit. Damn. Besides, it's easy to get Festus off track. All I have to do is throw in some inane joke, and he'll get off my back. I'm grateful for his help, but I don't have to act like this isn't anything more than a small bump in the road. Easy to patch up. Okay. Uh-oh. He's in my room for some reason. That's not good. I did like that part though. That was very sweet. Very cute. That was very cute. Hopefully there's more. Please. Psst. Wakey wakey. Huh?
Got a sec?
Wake up. The room is silent for a moment, and I can only believe that I dreamed the voice until I feel something press against my mouth and my eyes flick open. My hands fly to my front, pushing away whatever is touching my face.
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Why are you so close? Oh, well. Why are you always slapping me? What did I ever do? Festus rubs his ruddy cheek with a pout. Why were you, like, right here? In my fit of drowsy, angry surprise, I must slap him I must have slapped him across the cheek. Are you trying to wake me up?
Hey!
Yeah, but you didn't have to slap me. Serves him right for sneaking up on someone who's sleeping. What the hell were you just doing? You weren't waking me up. Something touched my face. I'm not as angry as I would expect myself to be, perhaps because I'm quickly growing used to this man's antics. I wish I wasn't. He's giving you a good morning kiss. You didn't wake up when I entered, so I figured it would be okay. Please explain to me your reasoning behind that decision. I don't understand.
Well...
You didn't answer, so you needed someone to wake you up. And what in the hell made you think that you were allowed to kiss me?
Hey!
You know, you shouldn't say words like that in a church. What? Hell? He and Anise walk around propositioning me, and now he's concerned about me cursing in a church? Unbelievable. Anyway, it was a surprise. What kind of crappy surprise is that? He has a cheeky grin on his face, and I want to be angry, but the anger has melted away into to bewilderment. Okay. I can't help but stare in shock. This guy isn't childish, he's an idiot. That was inappropriate. Slap him again? It's very tempting. I think he likes it though. So since I think that, I'm gonna try it. It's evident that my words have no effect on this man, so I rear back and slap my hand across his cheek once more.
Oh!
Owie! He's like that one gesture that, from that one game. Nigga loved being slapped. He's like, do it again. I'll say him. They're the same because they're both jesters. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. I'll give you worse than that if you don't learn to control yourself. Oh, you will? Sounds like fun. Does he want to get slapped again? Yeah. It's not meant to be fun.
Listen.
Come on. Was that your first kiss? Yes? No. That's a yes. Yes, it was.
Oh!
Oh no. I'll do it over for a better one. Oh my god. If you try that again, you'll be leaving this room with a tattoo of my hand on your cheek. He really does want to get a good smack upside the head.
No.
You shouldn't say something so mean to a priest. You've no right to say that, considering how you're harassing me. Besides, you already said that you don't have that title. It's like, I listen. You said it once, I don't have to hear it again. It's unfair that you're trying to argue with me using such a thing. On top of that, why would you want to kiss me? I expect Festus to deliver an apology in my accusatory tone, but he doesn't do anything of the sort. Who wouldn't want to? Right. Are you seriously trying to flirt with me, still? After all the times I've asked him to stop, plus the slapping, he still hasn't figured it out.
I'm a bad dude.
Why not? Cut it out. Are you mad again? I love repeating myself. Of course I'm mad. You can't wake people up like that. Why won't you listen to me?
Oh!
I wouldn't mind being woken up like that. In fact, Anise sometimes... No offense, but if they don't want to hear about what you and Anise do, you should probably keep that sort of thing private.
It's alright.
I don't feel any shame about it. Oh my god, get out of my room. What did you want? What did he want? Like, he's coming in here, putting his mouth where it doesn't belong. Like, what's going on here? I stopped myself from the impulsive reply threatening to spill from my mouth. Should he be ashamed? As far as I understand, that sort of relationship is illicit in the church, but I guess it doesn't hurt anyone. That's all private information for the two of them. Barely. And at least I know that I don't want to be a part of it. Maybe not, but if I tell you that I don't want to be involved in your relationship, you should respect my boundaries.
Anise.
Anise and I don't bother with that sort of label. It's too complicated. Get out.
Well...
Besides, if you don't like it now, it doesn't mean you'll feel like it forever. What? You shouldn't say something like that. If I say I don't have any interest, then don't push it. That's uncomfortable.
I'm not really sure.
Anise changed my mind about a lot of things. She taught me plenty. And it's all because she pushed me. That's...
Yes!
I might have had a few reservations, but Anise is very persuasive. I bet she is. Because what kind of things is he talking about? Sounds like she's taking advantage of him. And that's not good. That's awful. Festus, that's not something you should be proud of. I'm having plenty of fun. That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is that she shouldn't have forced you beyond your personal boundaries.
Sorry.
Sorry, I know what you're trying to say, but things aren't that simple. I think you should at least consider that. Whoa, isn't it getting late? Isn't it the morning time?
Got a sec?
I almost forgot what I was going to tell you in the first place. Oh. Let me finish my... No time for that. We have to prep work in the kitchen. You're going to help us. There's a whole crew of hungry kids coming in. We need to have plenty of food for them. They'll be disappointed if we run out of food this week. Come on. He grabs my arm and all, but, arm and all, but drags me out of the room. Oh, and all but drags me out of the room. Let's just wait. I'm not finished talking about you.
Hello.
I'm glad you're up and about. I had to drag them out of bed. That's not an accomplishment. I glanced between the two of them, considering what Festus mentioned about his relationship with Anise. She taught and pushed him, and what sorts of things. Although their jokes are raunchy, the two of them are not affectionate towards one another. In fact, I have yet to see them touch. What? She covered his mouth earlier.
Thank you.
Come here. Oh, come over and peel potatoes for the stew. Anise is baking bread. What about you? Festus is more likely to poison someone than successfully cook. He'll be setting up bowls and spoons in the chapel. I can make mac and cheese from a box. I like mac and cheese from a box. I don't care. But can you actually? As I was saying, he can do hard work and lug the pot of stew around. I'll try not to drop it.
Oh no.
If you do, it'll be after you to clean up. You won't like me when I'm angry.
I'll take care of everything.
Oh. Or you might like it. I'll give you a very strict punishment. What?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. Run along now. Dee and I will take care of everything else. Start peeling the potatoes, please. And you got it. Festus scurries off at her instruction, and I open a sack of potatoes on the counter. I hope Festus wasn't too inappropriate this morning. You don't even know. He does have a habit of going too far with his little jokes. I eye the woman trying to measure her up. Doesn't have any room to talk. She did the same just yesterday, and I had to literally run away. Tell me the truth. Was he inappropriate? Girl. Something isn't right about her. I don't like how Festus talked about their relationship. And I really don't like how he jumps at her innuendo. Jumps? Yeah, he was kind of like, huh? I guess. But it's like, what? He just praised her or whatever. What is going on? He's too happy about the prospect of punishment. Why does he bother acting like a childish, perverted idiot? When I've seen how well he works with people. Not too inappropriate.
Thank you.
I'm glad. I'd like for us all to get along very well. She is lying. She begins to hum as she stirs a pot of simmering broth. I set to work on the potatoes, peeling and slicing them to drop in the pot. Oh, be careful. The knife is sharp. Don't cut yourself. I won't. I'm so very sure of that. My reply is quick, and I don't bother looking up when I answer. Something really isn't right. It's a freak. Once the stew is finished and the bread is sliced, Anise and I meet Festus in the chapel. Rows of tables are laden with piles of tableware at the front of the church. Briefly, I wonder if Anise noted my lack of conversation in the kitchen, but I pushed this from my mind when Festus asked me to lay out bread.
Yes.
Or to keep the warmth in with a cloth, I'd hate to eat some cold bread. Sure, I suppose.
Oh!
I suppose so. Where's the enthusiasm? You were a little grumpy earlier. I thought your blood would be pumping and rearing to go. I calmed down in the kitchen. I got over it. I calmed down in the kitchen? What the f***? I think that might, insinuate that cooking with Anise was calming for us or something. Let's do it. I glance over at Anise, who is stirring the stew and whirring over the tables, meticulously checking all of the stacked bowls.
It's alright.
Setting yourself to work is a great way to redirect that energy. Aren't you glad you're putting it to good use? It was a bit of a plan of mine. First, reflect on your past, your attitude, and what has happened to lead you up to this point. That's what I was supposed to do?
Well...
Next, put yourself to work, working in the community. More time for reflection, but you can also help the people living here.
Thank you.
I'll consider it payment for your rent, too. What are we doing? Who's coming here? Who's coming here? Who's coming here for the soup? You said something about hungry kids, but you didn't elaborate.
Well...
A bunch of kids like to come in once a week for something to eat. Anise bought them a while back. I don't really know where she found them. Isn't that a little suspicious? Just brought a bunch of kids and you don't think anything of it?
Hey!
Just giving them some food. Some of them look like they could use it. I measured Festus to be relatively intelligent, given that he's good at giving advice. I don't understand how he can't realize this is a bit strange. Why would Anise know a group of starving kids? Even more importantly, if they're starving, shouldn't Festus do something about it? Well, if they're only coming once a week, they clearly have other, stuff to do. Which is, I think, it's the same kids from that, weird cardboard box town. I'm just guessing, though. I'm all over the story for a few minutes, long enough for the first few children to tiptoe into the church. More and more file in, some of them holding hands, some of them standing by the door with shy glances. When they approach, I notice the children's clothes, matted with dirt. They stink of rotten food, and as Festus mentioned, some of the children are very skinny. It really is a group of kids. I don't think he would lie about that. Before I can interject more questions, Festus pushes me over to the table and hands me a pitcher of water to fill plastic cups. Don't be shy, get to work. Okay, don't get a whip on me now. I'm gonna pour the water, shit. Festus leaves my side to ladle out bowls of soup to the children. On my other side, Anise hands bread to the children with an indulgent smile. 2 slices? Well, since you've asked so nicely, then I'll give it to you. Don't forget that you can come again for a second helping. One of the children tugs on Festus's arm and hands him a crude drawing scribbled with pencil.
Oh.
Is this me? And Anise? The child nods and grants him a smile. His front tooth is missing, as well as the lower tooth near the corner of his grin. Look at you! Did you make a wish on those teeth? I tried putting it under my pillow, but I didn't get any money. Dang.
Hey!
No? That sucks. Maybe we can dig up something nice for you. What do you think? The child smiles again at the prospect and takes his bowl of soup to a nearby pew. And the drawing for our kitchen?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw the other ones. Okay, that's nice then. Oh, I guess the kid was just drawing themselves and their sibling or something. We'll find a place for it. There's plenty of space on that fridge. You joking? Anise takes the drawing and admires it. I glance over at it and I can't help but laugh. Festus looks a little tall, don't you think? He's tall.
Oh.
It seems they were going for an abstract depiction.
Oh.
I can't help it. Don't laugh at poor Festus.
Oh no.
We weren't laughing at you. I was laughing at him. I'd like an abstract portrait. I was laughing at him. That's funny. Let's just do the abstract one. I'd like an abstract portrait. Would you? Sure. I'd like to know how a kid represents me. Yeah. Look. Here's Anise, and here's a beanpole. What? Fucking beanpole. What the hell? Anise laughs alongside me, covering her mouth with her hand in a demure
Is something wrong?
Goodness, look how you've teased him. Serves him right. You both have been picking on me plenty. I suppose that's fair. This is actually a normal conversation, you see? This is how you do it. I like this. Hopefully it doesn't like, you know? Apparently Festus does not agree with her. And he gives the both of us a look of astonishment. Deal with it, Festus. Don't tease people if you can't take the heat. You see how that was a normal conversation and it didn't even like shift? Oh my god. You see, it's possible. They're capable of doing it. I just choose not to. But I guess because there were kids present, so we're never getting something like that ever again. And that's so sad. It takes another few hours for all the children to clear out of the church. I want to ask Festus about them, but he's busy joking with Anise while we clean up.
Hey!
We should make soup with eggplant next time. And I was correct. It's because there were kids present. Because we all know where a conversation goes when you start talking about eggplants. So. Oh, goodness. Such a nutty boy. Good idea, huh? I'm living in a church with a 6.5-foot child and a schoolboy crush. Oh, and his schoolboy crush. Maybe we should wash up and have dinner for ourselves.
Of course.
An excellent idea. We should have Festus prepare the meal for us. You sure? It better be boxed mac and cheese, because he said he can make it, but I don't know. I sort of don't believe him.
Well...
Please don't say... Okay, thank goodness. How about pasta? That's fine, sure.
It's alright.
I can finish putting away the table. You two go into the kitchen. Oh, go on to the kitchen. Orange sauce? Vodka sauce? We have pasta and red sauce, orange sauce, white sauce. That's about it. That's all we have because that's all I can make. Okay. How have you kept yourself alive all this time?
Yes!
My pasta's so special that it has sustained me for years. How special is this pasta? I have to laugh, but at the same time I'm taken aback at how inept he is. That's not something to brag about. I walked past him and opened the communal fridge. Surely there must be something to prepare. We made soup for the children, so there should be something. It's quite bare, and when I sliced open the lower drawers, I realized that there aren't many cooking ingredients, specifically vegetables. Where are the veggies?
Well...
We used the potatoes for the stew. No, I mean green vegetables. Spinach, broccoli, green beans, that sort of thing. Green beans are disgusting. Festus stares at me in horror.
Oh!
Damn, I don't have to eat them. Are you serious? You're an adult. What are you whining about? You can't make me. I'll run away. His voice slides into a squeaky falsetto? Even when I'm trying to take care of him, Festus finds a way to make a joke of it. I'm being serious here. I know I'm trying to lighten the mood. I'm doing alright, aren't I? You should eat a vegetable every once in a while. Take care of yourself. That being said, just make the vegetables into like a puree and put it in the sauce. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I glance to the door just to check if it isn't open. If Anise overhears the conversation, I'll stick by my opinion. But still, I don't want to screw up Festus' relationship if this might cause problems. I want to talk to you about taking care of yourself.
Something wrong?
Oh, I thought you were done. Rude. What the hell? He slides up onto the counter and places his chin on his hands. When we were talking earlier about Anise, how Anise got you to try new things, I was a little worried.
Listen.
I thought we already talked about this. We did. You cut me off and pulled me to the kitchen. I wasn't finished talking with you. Festus sighs and closes his eyes in exasperation.
Well...
Go on. The way he talked about Anise, it seemed like she used to do things that he didn't like. Maybe made him uncomfortable? Maybe? Like when they were flirting with me? If flirting is the appropriate term. Did she ever force you to do things? Do you always follow her orders? Let's try to get down to this mystery here.
I'm not really sure.
Things? I don't know what you mean. Then no? Like, sexual things. Did she ever force you to do something you didn't want to?
Don't worry about it.
It's so tiring talking to someone like this. I swear. She and I do lots of things. Do a lot of things. She's a creative woman and I like to feed that creativity. Does it bother you when she doesn't listen? What if you wanted her to stop?
I'm not really sure.
Why would I? I don't know. Imagine if you did. Would you listen? Festus pauses, giving the question a moment of thought. I expect him to break out into another stupid grin and respond with another flippant joke, but he doesn't.
I see.
I expect not. Doesn't that bother you? The more I talk to him, the shorter his responses grow. Maybe some. Then why stay with her? Once again, he pauses before answering.
Sorry.
Convenience. He jumps down from the counter and opens one of the cabinets, pulling out a box of dried pasta. I'm hungry, aren't you? My poor boy. Something's definitely up. His face is back to a carefree grin, and I'm struck with whiplash. Yeah. Great. I'll make you the best pasta you've had in years. You're never gonna be able to do it, because I can cook. So. He's avoiding me, I just know it. For the next several days, Festus avoids any and all conversation with me. It's a stark contrast from before, as it used to be impossible to shut him up. I'm strangely sad in his absence, and the only person I have to speak to is Anise. Yikes. Like, really. With the little, yeah. With the little that Festus said, I'm not keen to spend much time with her. I don't like the woman, to say the least. Still, I found a reason to push Festus into another conversation. Anise and I baked bread in preparation for another community gathering. It was my suggestion to bring Festus a slice. I knock on the door to his bedroom and wait for him to respond. Festus, I made some bread with Anise. Do you want some? I knock on his door again, but there's no answer. Festus? Inside I hear shuffling, and then the door creaks open.
Hey!
What were you doing? Oh, it's you. It's me. Why is this room so dark? His greeting is more than lackluster. I'm disappointed in the lack of enthusiasm.
Something wrong?
Did you need something? Did you come to ask me something important?
Got a sec?
Perhaps you'd like me... Oh. Wait a minute. Perhaps you'd like to accompany me into my room? I'll show you around. He winks, and all worries I had disappear. I brought you some bread.
Oh!
Bread? Yes, I'll come into your room, but I'm only giving you some bread, nothing else.
Love me yet?
I thought this might be a love confession. No. I take my time stepping into his room. Not that I think he'll do anything, but last time I was alone with him in a closed space, he started asking uncomfortable questions.
It's alright.
It better be. Alright? Festus moves aside, and I step into his room.
Who the fuck fucked up this house like that? Good God!
Yo, it's a fucking mess in here. What are you doing? Was I interrupting anything important? Please give me a serious answer.
Oh,
Oh, yikes, you're mad again. This room is a fucking pigsty. I stare at him for a moment, hoping that my annoyance can be conveyed without words.
sorry.
This room is awful. What was the shuffling then? Trying to quickly clean up, like, oh shit. Sorry, I'm making notes for mass, that's all. But I'm sorry for disturbing you. I'll try to keep this short. And I'd like to close the distance between us. He doesn't like personal questions, but I'm still...
Well...
Maybe you can help me? I wanted to ask you about some ideas. Pick your brain, I guess. I don't think I can help. I'll try. I actually do want to try. I'll try if you want me to help. I suppose it's a good enough reason to talk to him longer. Though I don't think I'll be able to answer his questions. Festus recovers a clump of papers from his bed and sifts through the notes, slapping the useless pages back on the bed. Do you keep track of your notes when they're a mess like this?
Yes.
It's easy, I just remember. You just remember? Alright then. I should have asked and expected a real answer. Festus reaches for a slice of bread and nibbles off a corner before setting it aside.
Thank you.
You helped make this? It's pretty good. Anise made it. I helped a little. Mostly I watched the timer on the oven while Anise did the rest. That's still helping. Okay. Sure. There was a long moment of silence at the mention of Anise. Ask me your questions then. I'll do my best.
Well...
I was thinking that I would have a sermon on freedom through death. Ooh. Okay. Many people consider this life to be a hell in itself, and our life after death is how we can achieve real happiness. I'm not very religious, so I don't think I have much input. Valuable input, I mean.
Something wrong?
Why not? You haven't thought about death before? I have, but I don't want to talk about it. It's a waste of time. I don't know him well enough to talk about it. It occurs to me that Festus would probably say something stupid. Anyway. And it would only incite more anger if I open up to him. I don't want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it. I never thought about it. Let's just do that. I never thought about it. My dismissive remark is just short enough to raise a suspicion. I don't think you're being very truthful. Probably not, but it's my business. Humor me. Okay, yes. I've thought about it. Maybe a bit more than I want to admit.
Well...
And what would you want to tell people who are dwelling on death like you have? I think it would be nice for people to hear something hopeful, especially if most of them are in a difficult stage of life.
Thank you.
I think that's a great start. Really? I thought you might laugh at it or make a joke or something.
No.
Of course not. This is important. I wouldn't make a joke about death. Well, what do you think about death? I mean, what you really think. If you want to talk about it, you should probably have some idea of how dark these thoughts can get.
Don't feel bad.
Are you asking if I've ever thought about suicide? Yeah, I guess.
Listen.
When I lost my title as a priest, I wondered what I would do with the rest of my life. I'd failed in a profession where others relied on me. I never thought about suicide, but I found myself in a deep hole. I was listless. I worried about my community, but I couldn't console myself. Selfish, maybe. Sounds like a lot of pressure.
It's alright.
Only when I let people's troubles eat at me. As you've noticed, I'm very good at making people laugh, including myself. Yes, you're very practical in that art. Though why would you become a priest when you don't stick to your vows? At least, not as I understand them.
Listen.
I just wanted to help people. You can do that in a lot of other ways. Counselors, therapists. There's no need to feel that you have to be a priest to help people.
Well,
It's more than that. When people think that they've lost everything, where do they go? Where do they turn? Some people can't trust therapists or counselors. Some people can't afford them. We're always open for anyone who needs support. I had my title taken away from me when people found out that I didn't want to remain celibate. It's true. I had some fundamental disagreements on the importance of sexuality in a priest's life. You see, as a priest, I'm supposed to focus on my relationship with God. That should be my greatest concern, along with the people I serve.
Anise.
What I have with Anise, it doesn't get in the way with that relationship. We don't love each other. Oh, God.
Listen.
Jesus. In an agreement, out of convenience. Apparently, that makes me unfit to bear the title of a priest. Without probing, Festus has told me all of what I need to hear about his feelings towards Anise. As uncomplicated as he claims they are, it's very complicated. So. Festus falls silent, staring down at the crumpling paper in his hand. His lips are forced into a vacant smile. Thank you for helping me.
Don't feel bad.
You don't have to thank me for that. I don't want to open up about it, but the reason I'm in this mess, the reason I was kicked out of my apartment, it's a mess in my own head. One that I'm loath to untangle. I thought loathe was a feeling. Oh. So dumb. Festus reaches over and places a hand on my back.
It's alright.
Go on. My parents passed away in an accident. It's a long story. But I felt a lot of guilt about it because I was the one driving the car. When I moved to the city, I thought I would be able to get away from everything and start anew. But the guilt followed me. I couldn't shake it. I thought that I should have died with them. Why did I have to live? Why me?
Listen.
A question like that isn't for me to answer. I guess not. It happened and there's no going back from it. Maybe it's not that I wanted to die, but that I wanted to disappear. Just cease being.
I see.
To fade away unnoticed. Yeah, exactly. I don't want you to do that. I want you to live. Vibrantly if you can. Fight and laugh and enjoy your life. You're still here. I'm trying.
I see.
I really am. I have an idea for you, and you might not like it. Maybe my final request is your penance for stealing. Trying to steal? I didn't get very far. Then it'll be your penance for making me chase you through the church. You didn't even do anything. But okay. Listen. Oh, I guess it's a secret. For me. Did I put out enough chairs? Oh. 10 in a circle should be enough, right? There are empty pews if more people show up. Drinks are all set, so all that's left is to wait.
Hello.
What a lovely evening for a gathering. Look how hard you've been working. Festus told you about the group meeting? I didn't think she'd show up. Will she be supervising me? What is this?
Of course.
He was very she got it. He was very, very proud of you. Proud that you rose to the challenge. Do you think people will come? Maybe a few. I put out flyers around the city a few days ago. There wasn't much else I could do to advertise. Although I'm not very fond of Anise, I have no reason to speak rudely to her when she hasn't provoked me. Yet, I'm still wary. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. I'll be cheering for you. Thank you, that's kind of you.
What's on your mind?
I do wonder, what do you hope to achieve? I'm not sure. I don't even know what's happening. In the least, it would be nice to have more people to talk with about my problems.
Oh.
A circle of lonely hearts, is that it? I was going for something more focused, like a support group for mental health struggles. I don't want people to isolate themselves like I did in the past. I'm trying to learn from that. Maybe I can help others too. That's very ambitious. The hell is she so smug about? I can do it. It was Festus's idea? Was it? I don't even know. You guys like cut away. So, no. I can do it. I can do it. Festus trusted me with this project, so I'm going to give it a fair shot.
Is something wrong?
I hope he won't be disappointed. I don't think he will be. Why would she purposely say something like that? Is he trying to discourage me from this meeting? Do you really think you can help these people? Will you save them as Festus tries to do? I've watched him work with this community. It's futile. No matter how hard he struggles, people will never learn. People are strong. You're too dismissive. People are strong? What are you doing? People are strong, Anise. They'll surprise you.
Hmm?
For your sake, I hope they do. For my sake? I don't understand how you can talk like that. You're a nun. You're supposed to serve these people with Festus. I spend my time only on worthy individuals. Oh my gosh. Individuals who have put in much time to improve themselves and experience life. If that's the case, why do you bother with someone like Festus?
Festus.
Festus entertains me. Anise's tone slips into a patronizing drawl. I enjoy playing with him. Ooh. She's all but confirmed my suspicions. I don't know if she has some ill intent towards Festus, but if she only aims to use him like a toy, leave him be. If that's all you care about, what's your problem?
Hey!
Whoa, whoa. Is something going on? Dee and I were talking about their plans for this little get-together. It's wonderful to see their enthusiasm. You are so fake. Like, really? Not suspicious at all. Yeah, are you excited? Nervous, more like. I set aside my misgivings to reply. If Anise wants to play this off, then I can too.
Don't worry about it.
What if we just kill her? Like, what is the problem? You do just fine. I'll try to drop in and check on you during the meeting. Don't forget to make people feel welcome.
Anise.
Anise, why don't we give Dee some space? I'd love that. I had an idea for something we might do in the meantime. You know I won't resist such an enticing offer.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, you f***ing... I hate you so much. Do not like that woman. The meeting time comes and passes. Another 5 minutes ticks by and I sit, waiting, wondering if anyone will show up. How can I make people feel welcome if no one bothers to show up to my meeting? Oh my gosh, it's hilarious! Hello? Is this the meeting thing? It is! Have a seat. Get comfortable. I jump at the sound of a woman's voice at the entry of the church. Come in, grab something to drink and a seat. No one else is here? The woman glances back at the door as if she's considering leaving. Not yet. They should be along in a little while. The woman pulls up her sleeve and glances at a small black watch. I doubt it. They'd be here already. I'm late as it is. Maybe this was a mistake. No! Please don't leave. Please don't leave. My heart drops at the prospect of her leaving this quickly. If I can't pull one person into the group, then there's no way I'll be able to handle an entire group. No, stick around for a bit. At the least we can talk. That should be fun. Fun? Oh. She repeats the word with thinly veiled annoyance. Is that the plan in perpetuity? Sit and hope for people to show up? Not exactly. The group will grow with time. It's a new program, so people haven't heard of it yet. I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Dee. So this isn't some anonymous group? I thought we'd all go by aliases or something. This is a group of people to talk about their personal problems. You don't think this was a different meeting, did you?
Yeah.
I'm not an alcoholic. Oh. No offense. Okay. None taken. She has a bit of a temper, so I already know this though. The woman clears her throat and stares down at the ground. I'm not good at meeting people like this. It's too awkward. So what's your name? Allegra. If the purpose of this program is to make friends, I should probably leave. I'm pretty shit at meeting new people. We're doing fine. Tell me about yourself. What do you do for work? Do you have friends here? Or friends there?
No.
Not really. I'm by myself most of the time. What about you? Do you run these sort of programs often? This is the first one, actually.
Yeah.
You don't have experience working with people in this kind of setting? You're not a professional? No, but I'm doing my best.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, please. This really is a fucking stupid idea. I'm going to leave. I have work to do in my shop. Please don't. Stick around for a few more minutes. The words sound more desperate than I envisioned, but nonetheless, Allegra falters in her step.
Yeah.
Fine. Just a few more minutes. Is there something going on in your life that's bothering you?
What do you want?
I don't know you well enough to talk about that. You came here! What was on the flyer? Come on! Are you serious? You really are terrible at this. Is this how you planned to open the conversation? I was hoping more people would show up and the conversation would flow naturally.
No.
People aren't just gonna spill their guts just like that. Personally, I'm not comfortable talking about my problems right off the bat. My problems are private. Eventually, it might be nice to be able to... Eventually, yeah, but not right now. The woman sighs, exasperated, and stands from her chair. I'm leaving. It was alright for your first try at one of these programs, I guess. Could have gone better. I'll see you again later? Next week? Maybe. That went terribly. I doubt I'll ever see her again. Looks like I can't even talk to people the right way. Shit. I tried though, so I should at least get credit for that. I bite my lip and put away the chairs one by one, berating myself for not having a better plan set for the meeting. The more I work, the more my mild discontent fumes into irritation. This was a waste of time. I don't know why Festus thought I would be able to work with people like this. He should have helped me through the first meeting. Why would he hang me out to dry like this? Cause I had to do it by myself first, cause I was gonna get too comfortable with him around. Guarantee. This is so stupid. He's up with Anise when I'm busy stumbling through a terrible support group. Once all the chairs are stowed away, I begin to gather the remaining cups and carry them back to the kitchen.
Something wrong?
Need a hand? Finally decided to show up, did you? Huh? Nothing, never mind. Help me carry these cups back to the kitchen.
Something wrong?
It didn't go too well, did it? Is it that obvious from my face? I dropped the bowl of punch into the sink, spilling the liquid all over the counter.
Don't feel bad.
Take it easy. Sorry.
Well...
I peeked in just before that woman left. She's right about one thing. You made a good effort for your first try. Yay! Thanks, I guess.
Don't worry about it.
You're not proud of yourself? Why should I be? I managed to chase off the only person who came to the meeting. I don't know why you put me in charge of the meeting, Festus. I have no experience with this sort of thing. It feels reckless. For all I know, you ran off to fool around with Anise. I wasn't equipped for this on my own. As I unload my thoughts, they rush on off. Still, Festus listens to my listens with a patient silence.
Sorry.
You're right, I'm sorry. I wanted to give you more freedom with this project. I understand that, but running off with Anise, you could have come to ask me for help. I wasn't gonna interrupt you. It just feels like you forget to look after me. You're responsible for helping this community. As you said, does that not include me? Festus pauses, considering his words before offering a reply. It does. I'm sorry. That wasn't very thoughtful of me. I'm sorry if you were uncomfortable. It's fine. I'm a little frustrated at how everything played out. I'm not particularly mad at you. Just mad in general. I probably ruined the group now. That woman won't come back. And people will hear about how terrible it was.
Don't worry about it.
Only one person. I doubt she's gonna spread the news around. Don't say that. You're being too critical of yourself. Am I? It feels like yet another failure to stack up on my list. Maybe I'm not being critical enough.
Listen.
I didn't put you in charge of the program because I thought it would be a wild success. I put you in charge because I wanted to see you connect with other people who are also going through hardships. I wanted you to see that there are many, many other people who are suffering, and you're not alone. Judging from the turnout, I'd say that I'm alone.
No.
You're not counting me and Anise. We're here with you. We haven't given up. I want to mention that Anise was very dismissive of the meeting, but I decided that it's better to keep it to myself. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted to discourage me from even trying. Maybe she was making fun of me. I can't say that to Festus. I guess you're right. Would he even believe me? No. I guarantee he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would not believe me. Festus breaks out into a smile and reaches for my hand.
It's alright.
If you want to talk, I'm this far away. Just an arm's reach. I know. I'm sorry.
Don't feel bad.
What for? For disappointing you, probably?
No.
I promise that I'm not. His fingers slide between my own, interlocking the digits together. See? A blush rises to my cheeks as we stand together, our hands interlaced. Yeah. After a moment, Festus's hand retreats, and he steps away.
Sorry.
Good work today. Don't take the turnout personally. Yes, I said that right. I'm still confident that you can achieve some great things. Okay. Because I think Allegra will come back. We just had to approach her in a specific way because she has a temper, right? So we should have but we did try though. We don't know that she has a temper, I do, but not like the character, the player, whatever. Whatever. Despite Festus's assurances, I still berate myself for being unable to gather community members for the meeting. Worse still, I couldn't talk to the person who bothered to show up. I ran her off. She ran off. Difference. There was another week before the next meeting, meaning that I have plenty of time to create a new plan of attack. Although it's my project, it wouldn't hurt to pick Festus's brain about how I should go about breaching conversation. He works with people of the community every day. Surely he'll have a few pointers for me. Better. I find Festus in the main chapel polishing the altar. I thought cleaning was a part of my penance. Should I be doing that?
Hey!
It's good for me to get down and dirty up here sometimes. Can't leave you to do all the work. He stands up. He stands from his crouched position and brushes dirt from his pants.
What's up?
Did you need something? If you're not busy, then I wanted to talk about the support meetings. I was hoping you could give me some advice. No, I've always got time for you. I'm the shepherd, and you're one of my sheep. The churches are a little pasture. Where does Anise fit into that analogy? Is she another shepherd?
Yes.
A wolf among the sheep. Something tells me that even he acknowledges her malicious, offhand remarks. She'll come and gobble you up in a night. Oh, in the night. Let's not... I don't want that to happen, please. Save me from that. He winks at this, yet his grin dims as soon as the words leave his mouth.
Sorry.
Should I not talk about that? Too inappropriate? Huh? He actually cares if I'm uncomfortable? With the innuendo? Who is this man? And what has he done with Festus? What have you done with Festus? I don't mind. Should I just answer the fucking question, or should I joke around too? Because he's not joking anymore. Like he doesn't want to. He's growing as a person. I guess. I don't know. That was actually really interesting. I was kind of, just a little bit though, like, oh, whoa. I really want to, so I'm just gonna do it. Who are you and what have you done with Festus?
Oh!
This nigga, bro. I can't. Drat, foiled again. It is I, his twin brother, Frederick. You're an idiot. Festus's smile fades once more, evidently unable to find any humor in the conversation. Are you okay? If there's something bothering you, I can ask for advice later. It's not a big deal. Oh no, nothing's wrong. Ask away. Do you distrust me? You can talk to me. That's a good starter. I like this one though. You can talk to me. I can take it.
No.
It wouldn't be good for me to rely on someone else for help. Now I'm supposed to be the rock for the rest of the community. Do you realize how silly that sounds? You tell me that I can talk to you, and yet you don't trust me with your own issues. I can tell something is wrong. It's not hard to see.
Well...
It isn't something I can easily talk about with you. It's a dilemma between myself and God. About?
Sorry.
About how invested I can be in someone's life without it distracting me from my overall work. What? Me? Anise? Let's say me, because I don't think he really cares about. Are you talking about me? Guilty!
Listen.
I never had a member of the community live under the same roof as me. I never spent so much time with someone else or felt the expectation to watch over them so closely. You've always been able to remain objective, I suppose. You sprinkle your advice with jokes. I don't think that's the problem. My intention is to settle his worries, but it only prompts him to give me another pitiful smile. Like I said, it's something that I have to work out on my own. You don't like me, do you? Oh! There was a timer, I didn't even see it. You don't like me, do you? Romantically, I mean. It's fine if you do, but we haven't, known one another for very long. You're joking, right? How many days has it been?
I'm not really sure.
Oh. I'm sorry if it's an uncomfortable question. I probably was too straightforward.
Don't worry about it.
I don't mind. It helps me decipher what I'm feeling. I think I'm just confused and probably invested too much into you. You're right. It hasn't been long enough for me to be sure about this. I should distance myself and remain more objective. I'm the one who's sorry. I don't want you to distance yourself. I like talking to you.
Thanks.
Even when I make inappropriate jokes and you slap me with the closest item in your vicinity. Yes, even then.
Listen.
Truthfully, I don't mind it either. I kinda knew that. You little masochist. Then it's settled. You don't have to worry about watching over me too closely.
No.
Maybe not. His voice falters, and he bends down once again to resume polishing. Festus, I still had a question for you. I'll be here for a while. If you have questions, we'll talk later. You're joking, right? Festus's ordinary, cheerful tone is replaced of one with quiet. With quiet. And it's clear that this is a polite dismissal. Later, then. I continue with my penance, as Festus once called it, without his instruction. Today I'm sweeping the chapel. I'd be annoyed with this work, though I have no right to be, except that occasionally I enjoy listening to others' conversation in the church. The empty halls echo every word. It's hard not to listen. As I've thought before, whenever Festus talks with someone in the church, it's like he transforms into a completely different person. He's no longer the giggly idiot I have to reprimand, but cautious and sincere. Irritating that he doesn't seem to trust me enough to drop his silly facade, but I can't take it personally. Still, I wish he would listen to my reservations about whatever. I can't push him if he won't budge. I turn my attention back to the chapel floor. A distant conversation floats towards me. I would never interrupt Festus's work for everyone's privacy. All the same, I swept through the chapel or polished the furniture. I can't help but eavesdrop. Festus sits with a woman at one of the pews, his head bowed in reverence and his voice hushed. As he speaks, the woman nods her head. I've never seen a woman with such attire in the church, and it spikes my curiosity just enough that I ignore my reservations on privacy.
Listen.
As long as you have a regretful heart, then you will find forgiveness in due time. It isn't as simple as that. What I've done in the past, I don't want my children to find out about those things. They shouldn't know those things about their mom.
Well...
Do you want to talk about those things? Here? What?
Yes.
Here, yes. I don't think so.
It's alright.
Locking your secrets up won't keep them away.
Sorry.
What about your children? Will you do it for them? I'd do anything for them. I gave up that life so that they wouldn't suffer. If you let go of that burden, I think you will be happier for it, both you and your family. Are you sure you won't call the police? What the hell did you do? I'm not sure that I trust you. I bite my lip at this admission. Oh, slowing my sweeping yet further so I can hear their conversation. Whatever this woman has done, if she fears that we will call the authorities, it can't be good.
I see.
It isn't my place to do something like that. If you want to speak, then I will hear it. And I will help you grow. I won't betray your secrets. It's not like I lied to someone or took some money, you know. I had a bit too much fun and got carried away. Most people would think it's unforgivable.
No.
I don't believe in such things. I don't know about that.
Don't feel bad.
Isn't up to me to forgive. First, you must forgive yourself. Can you do that? Can you? I can. She's asking an awful lot of questions. And you won't know if you can at least try. And you won't know if you can if you try, unless you try. The woman falls silent and stares down at her lap. What should I do?
Well...
We have community programs here at the church. I'm sure there's something you can do around here. I'm not a woman of the church. You didn't know that already? The woman lets out a laugh.
Listen.
We're not making up for past mistakes. Don't think that way. Instead, we are serving a community that, as you said before, you once caused pain. Just as you used your life to hurt others, you can change. You can use it to help others. D helps me with these programs. These programs? No, this programs. Okay. You can talk with them about what they entail. Right? I jump at the sound of my name. Yes, that's right. The woman glares back at Festus, who is unaffected by her ire. When she looks back at me, a strange smile stretches across her face. Uh-oh. Looks like you were lying about being alone, huh?
Sorry.
D is trustworthy. They won't betray your confidence. Maybe not. I'll keep them quiet if they do. Remember what I said, you have to learn to trust others. You don't even do that. Sure, I'll try. Festus stands and approaches me to pat me on the back.
Hey!
The two of you can talk about some of our programs. Pick one that you think would be suitable, okay? I trust your judgment. Are you sure? Like, this chick is crazy. Nah, I got this. I can do it. That's the spirit.
Thanks.
Dee is a loyal friend and ally of the church. You have nothing to fear from them. I'm flattered that Festus puts so much confidence in me, but I also worry that I'll disappoint him. I suppose I can only try my best. Festus leaves me with the woman. I offer her a nervous smile. I didn't catch your name. Miss Cake. That's a very interesting name. I don't bother to hide my confusion, but the woman doesn't seem to mind. I thought she might be angry with me for interrupting her chat with Festus, but apparently she is unbothered. Perhaps his praise made her feel more comfortable with me. To my kids, I'm just mom. You shouldn't call me that though. Obviously. How many kids do you have? 4. You got busy. You must have your hands full. If that's the case, you might enjoy visiting later in the week. Sometimes we have an army of kids come in for potato soup. An army? Like a literal army? Isn't this a church? Are you trying to fight the demons of hell and whatnot? You have 4 kids. You're not supposed to be this stupid. Or was that a joke? She laughs and I backtrack to mince my words. Not a literal army, just a lot of them. Should be fun. Yeah, if you have kids of your own, it shouldn't be too difficult. I didn't catch your name. It's not polite to keep silent. It's Dee. You have a very interesting name as well. Do I? No, not really. I'm teasing you. She's interesting. She snickers and covers her mouth in a naughty, demure motion. Oh. My reply sounds more pathetic than intended. She laughs at my dismay, and I grant her an uncomfortable half-smile. He jumped onto my chair. Malice is now underneath my desk. Not very funny when it's directed back at you, huh? What? I didn't mean to be rude. Didn't mean to. Okay. Anyway, I'll come back later in the week. What day? Time? Do I have to print a schedule? If we're not that formal, come on Wednesday afternoon. I'll be waiting for you. He is freaky. As Wednesday rolls around, I find myself busy with preparing for the weekly horde of children. Festus and Anise are busy in the kitchen while I have been tasked with setting up the tables. I would have prepared, I would have preferred getting it to work with Festus and perhaps getting him to talk with me about the support group, but I guess it'll have to wait. He doesn't seem to be so uncomfortable with me anymore. His feelings must not have been a big deal. I can understand putting them aside for his career. I'll do the same if they were causing me conflict. As I set out under the table, a woman enters the chapel, clad in all black with her hair covered. She appears to be a nun. Her hair is so long that it swishes across her back. From what I can see, it's grown unusually long. Sorry, is there something I can do for you? We're setting up something right now. The woman doesn't respond to me, and I have to wonder if she heard me at all. I raise my voice slightly. Excuse me, is there something I can do to help you? No. Oh. There's a far-off smile painted on her face, and she doesn't bother to look at me when she responds. What's your name? It's, Isadora? Now. She nods once, her smile still painted on. Alright, what are you doing here? Weird. I'm here to help. This is a small church, not well kept. We don't have a lot of money. I don't need any. Really weird. I wasn't suggesting payment. But if she wants to help us, I can't imagine that Festus would turn her away. I have to talk to Festus about it. He's in charge here. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I'll wait. The woman's voice is softer than a whisper. She folds her hands and stands in quiet resolution.
Hey!
That was freaky. Hi there. Dee said you're here to help. We're happy to have you. Oh my, you're a sister like me, aren't you? The woman regards Anise with amusement, surveying her. For a moment, her smile fades, but it only takes another moment for it to return. I've never heard of you, and I'm a nun, not a sister. Oh, is that so? You should be a great help with the children. Let's keep her, Festus. It should be fun. Anise wraps her arm around Festus's waist and draws him close. I'm well used to this gesture, but the nun regards it with thinly veiled distaste. Still, the smile remains on her face, thinner than ever. I've never met a priest and a sister that are so close. Doesn't it get in the way of your work? Enhances it, if anything. Anise knows just how to motivate me. I work best with her. I can't imagine how or why that would be true. Goodness, she's a fireball. The woman's eyes flick to Anise, perhaps recognizing the same tone of malice that unnerves me. Sister Isadora wanted to help us.
No.
Great, she can help Anise ladle out soup. Is there anything else? Her voice trails off as she stares at Anise. I understand her reluctance. Better run back to the kitchen before the kids show up. You can let sister, well, you can put her to work. Again, he's passing the work off to me. If there's some pressing matter he has to attend to with Anise, I know better than to ask. Festus will only blow off the commitment with a salacious joke. Sure. Festus and Anise exit the chapel, Anise giggling on his arm with girlish glee. That woman is very... She struggles to find her words. I know exactly what you're talking about. But that man, he lets her do such things in this church. I've tried to talk with him about it. He won't listen. What exactly is their relationship? It's hard to explain. The woman nods once, digesting my words. She distracts him. I think she does worse than that, if I'm being honest. I wish he wasn't so attached to her. Oh, he wasn't so attached to her. Then I was right. I see. I did not say you were right. I think it was a mistake for me to come here. That man isn't interested in working for God. He works for himself. Damn! As long as that woman remains, that man will not grow. She'll only hurt him. I can promise you that. I'm inclined to agree. Jesus. Where is Festus? Did he decide it would be a brilliant idea to abandon me with the stranger? And Anise, when the church is literally packed with children? Several hours later, I'm grumbling as masses of children spill soup all over the floor of the chapel. A group of them run around screaming. My head pounds, and I force myself to smile through it. That idiot. Did he run off to go play with Anise? Oh my god, the girl. Miss Cake. You look like you need a break. Should I get you something to put you down? She covers her mouth for another laugh. Whatever joke she's inserted escapes me. With an eye on 20 children running around, I'm winded. I'll survive, I guess. You're more used to watching kids than me. I keep thinking someone's going to fall and bust open their head. The woman shrugs and begins to hum, ladling out soup to the children. You shouldn't let things bother you so much. What's the point? Are you afraid you'll mess something up? Not exactly. I'm more concerned with getting this project over with. You don't like working here? Quit. Duh. It's not by choice. No? Festus is making me do various projects for my penance, to atone, I guess. What's it going to do if you leave? Hunt you down? I guess you have a point. Have you done something wrong? I tried to, didn't get very far. What did you do? Something juicy? I tried to steal something and I got caught. You didn't try very hard. This time when she laughs, I feel a wave of irritation. She's definitely making fun of me. As if she has room to criticize. We're both here doing our work. Consider yourself lucky. He could have gotten angry and called the police, or worse. Believe me, I know. I don't think you do. Her voice trails off as she holds up one of the ladles and pops me on the nose, leaving a smudge of potato stew. If you've got something to say to that man, then say it. There's no use biting your tongue about it. She's right, of course. It takes me a moment to decipher what it is eating at me. I don't care about these community projects. I'll do them if I must. It's the fact that Festus dumps them on me and then runs off to have fun with Anise. Anise. Whatever they do together, it's their business. But it's getting in the way of Festus's work. How can he learn to grow with her constant demands for attention? He trusts me and cares about what I think, and at least he has to listen to my disapproval. He has to understand. You're right. I'll talk to him. Okay, just making sure. I do not want to run into something crazy. Festus, you're chopping the potatoes too small again. They're going to turn it into mush.
Oh no.
How will the poor children enjoy their dinner if it's mush?
Oh!
What, really? I thought my skills handling a sword would assist me, but alas. What? Holding a sword. I cock my head at this comment and Festus winks. I can do nothing but roll my eyes. Anise is equally unimpressed. Oh my god. Like, what the fuck? A sword, get it? You know? It's not quite that large, Festus. Perhaps a different comparison would be more suitable. A pocket knife?
Hey!
What? I don't need to hear this. I turned my head from the pair of them, opting to instead focus on chopping onions and chives.
Sorry.
Not funny. You aren't laughing. I note that Anise glances between us. Evidently interested in my reactions to Festus's jokes. Not for me. The joke fell a bit flat. My reply is sharp, and this does not escape Festus's notice. He slides his chopping block closer to me and resumes work.
Hey!
How are your plans for the next support group meeting? Any good ideas? I've managed a few. I still need help. Yeah, you said you would help me and you never did. I could use your help with some ideas. You have more experience than I do.
Yes.
Of course. I promised that I would help you earlier, didn't I?
Oh.
Festus, are you sure you shouldn't leave this to D? It's part of their penance, after all. Helping them with this assignment seems to defeat the purpose.
Oh!
I can't leave them hanging. Yeah, Anise, shut the fuck up. You're so busy as it is. Are you sure you should pile so much on your plate? He's a big boy, he can eat. He waves away her concerns with a toss of his hand.
Anise.
It isn't a problem, I'll be fine. Will you? Although spoken as a question, because she keeps asking, the look on her face tells me that she isn't expecting Festus to reply. Or perhaps that she doesn't want him to reply. Shh, let's talk quietly. And maybe she won't come after us. He giggles, crouching down low to whisper into my ear.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
When he's not telling jokes, that's when he's funny. That's crazy. As with the support group, and for the children. The support group? I mean... So for the support group, I was wondering if you could give me any pointers about starting a conversation. Oh, the conversation. I can't interrogate people and force them to talk, but I don't know how to be subtle with the conversation.
Well...
That's a difficult question. It should come naturally with time. People coming to the meeting know what it's about. Oh, it is about. So after people get comfortable amongst the group, it might slowly... Anise ceases her stirring to glare at the pair of us.
Festus.
I thought I made it clear that we shouldn't be concerned with this right now.
Oh!
Sorry, just trying to make polite conversation.
Hmm?
Why don't you run along and wait for me in my bedroom? But I'm talking
I'll
to...
take care of everything.
Go. He flinches at the bark of her order.
Anise.
What is wrong with this bitch? Like, let me not get too angry. It's fine. I'm not even angry. This is nothing. Later, Anise. Right now this does not appease her. Anise places her wooden spoon down on the counter and saunters over to Festus. She pulls him down to her level by yanking on his collar, and her voice is so hushed that all I catch is an aggressive hissing as she replays instructions. Blank or I'll blank. Whatever she says to Festus, he pales at the prospect. I get it.
Sorry.
I'll see you later. You and Anise can finish in the kitchen, right? Festus, wait, what's... Puzzled? My eyes dart between the two of them. What the hell does she say to him? Festus exits the room, and I move to follow him, but Anise catches my arm. Stay and keep me company. I'd love to talk with you. Cut the shit. I'm not playing games with you anymore.
Oh, no.
How boring. What did you say to him? I made him an offer he wouldn't dare refuse. It didn't look like an offer. It looked like you were threatening him. Is that right?
Of course.
I only meant it as a casual reminder. You see, Festus has told me how worried he is about you. How he wonders if you'll be able to make it on your own again.
Oh.
He wants to help you so very badly. And why does it seem like you're trying to get in the way? Because only I know his heart. Okay. Are you trying to hurt him? Stop interfering. Let's be concerned. Are you trying to hurt Festus? Is that your aim?
Oh no.
Hurt him? I would never do such a thing. A sweet thing like you is no better than poison to him. You're judging me with such cruel eyes. I wonder what you must think of me. I wonder. I'm thinking that whatever you're up to, I won't stand for it.
Is something wrong?
What is it? Do you care for him? Love him, perhaps? Don't be ridiculous. I don't know him well enough to answer that. I can see that he's starting to love you. Oh. The seed has been planted, and from here you'll only drag him down. That's what you're doing. Poison him. Drown him. I would not. No? How stupid. I know your heart as well as his, and you do nothing but hurt him. And what? You're going to save him? Are you jealous that he cares about me? Is that it? I can see what's going on. You've done something to him, and now he's afraid to make you unhappy.
Of course.
As he should be. I don't like this chick at all. My eyes narrow at the woman, wondering if I've ever met someone so openly selfish. You don't understand anything at all, do you? I don't mind. I'll teach you plenty. lesson by lesson until you learn.
I can't wait to see you again.
Run along now, see if you can suck out the poison you've planted in him. What if I I stomp out of the kitchen and slam the door behind me? That woman. She's worse than I thought. I have to figure out what she's doing to Festus before he does something stupid in a flight of fancy. Clearly he can't tell her no himself. Regardless how I feel about the two of them together, she should at least have the decency to respect a rejection. Down the hall I march, chasing Festus all the way to Anise's room. I knock on the door twice before Festus answers.
Sorry.
Look at this ass room. I hate it. I thought you were... I know who you thought I was, Festus. I need to talk to you about... I stop myself and look around the room, puzzled over the garish furnishing. I don't want to imagine the uses she finds for her headboard. I didn't even look at that. I didn't even see that. I was looking at the necklaces at the top. This is Anise's bedroom? Who decorated? The mark is supposed to make him laugh, but Festus doesn't do anything of the sort. It looks almost ill.
I see.
She did. It's nice, don't you think? There's a full-length mirror on the wall. You can see everything. I raised my hand to stop him, but not ungently. Festus, what are you doing?
Well...
I don't get what you mean. I mean, why are you here in Anise's bedroom? Why did you run off so quickly when you were obviously brushing her off?
Anise.
His expression is as good as a confession. She's bad for you. Festus, she's trouble.
No.
She's horrible. Yeah, what? You don't like her? Every time she talks to me, I get the feeling that she wants to discourage me, hurt me, or make fun of me. She's a horrible woman, and she's trying to tear you down.
Don't worry about it.
She's not so bad. You haven't known her for very long. I don't need to know her for very long. I've known her long enough to tell you that she's bad news. I don't care if she's supposed to help you. You have to get rid of her. I won't send her away. She's directly undermining all of your efforts to help the community.
No.
I won't do it. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get you to change your mind? The smile is tight and his reply is pointed. Enough of this. I grab Festus' hand and drag him out of the room and down the hall to my quarters. Awful. If we're going to have a chat about Anise, we aren't going to do it in her room. I close the door behind the pair of us. Festus stands in the middle of the room. His hands fastened to his sides. Listen to me. I'm right about you.
Listen.
Don't be, there's no need. Talk to me. Tell me what she's done to make you so afraid of her.
Sorry.
You're a fucking liar. Can you please stop? It's nothing really. I enjoyed most of it, and... Does he hear himself? It doesn't matter if you enjoy what she does. If she's doing this to manipulate you, then we have to put a stop to it.
Sorry.
I can't. Why do you keep saying that? Why won't you try? Infuriated, I lash out and push Festus. He stumbles against the bed but doesn't fall. Well, look at this. Caught between you and Anise. What's a man to do? I suppose I should be flattered. Stand up to her. Like, are you serious? It's not a choice. Whoa there, buddy. Calm down. You need to do the second one. Stand up to her. Do something.
Listen.
Or you'll push me around? Okay, shut up. Don't do that. He attempts to laugh, but... sound is strained and thin. It strikes me that despite his tall stature, the Festus before me appears drained and weak, used up. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed him. Yeah. But he won't listen to me. Nothing is getting through. Does he really think so little of himself that he doesn't care what Anise is doing to him? What am I saying? Of course he can't see it. He has so much fun with her. Really? He doesn't bother to see that she's undermining him. Apologize for pushing him. Yes. I'm sorry for pushing you. I just want you to listen to me. I'm listening. With a pained sigh, Festus backs up and seats himself on the bed. His head is in his hands. He can't keep this down forever. But whatever Anise has said or done is taking root in Festus.
Well...
Just look at me, I'm supposed to be the one offering support, yet you're here trying to comfort me. I remain silent but nod to note my intention. Pathetic, isn't it? Sometimes I wonder if I've made the right decision about my life. I'm young and reckless. I make stupid decisions.
Sorry.
I have a weak will. You're human, not a robot. Humans make mistakes.
Well...
True enough. I bite my lip, mincing my words to serve the greatest effect. You do your best. You've helped me. Sort of. No. Let's just, yeah, you do your best. That's all people can ask for.
Thanks.
I guess that's true enough. Yes. His voice falters, fading off, accompanied by a far-off stare.
No.
Perhaps you're the one who should be serving the community. You're not as bad at giving advice as you let on. I'm just stubborn and nosy. Although this probably isn't my business, but I still want to help you.
Don't worry about it.
You should help yourself first. I laugh, perhaps inappropriately. You do realize that I can turn each of these phrases back on you, right? How so? Maybe you don't think Anise has done anything wrong. But think of it this way. If you found me in the state you're in, how would you feel? What would you say? He opens his mouth to reply, but closes it once before offering any utterances.
I see.
I get it. He rubs his forehead with a groan. Somehow the shepherd turned into one of his sheep. No, I think the wolf nibbled one too many of the herd. But I can't voice this thought as Festus nearly shut down altogether. He sits on the bed, head in his hands, staring at the floor.
Listen.
Do you think I should quit? What? Where's this coming from? It's something I've been thinking about. Maybe
No.
Never mind. No, say it.
Sorry.
The disheartened laugh echoes through the room.
Listen.
Maybe I've wasted all this time doing nothing. I studied to be a priest, but never wanted to abide by the rules. If I wanted to help people, there are many careers I might have chosen. Stupid, really. It's not stupid. I reach out and place my hand on top of his head. He jokes like a kid, but he locks up worries like this in his heart. I can't tell you whether you should stay or go. You're right. I'm sorry to bring up such a heavy subject. What a burden to unload on you. You don't have to apologize to me.
No.
I want to. I don't want this image of me to be burned in your head. Go on back to the kitchen. There will be a horde of hungry kids coming in soon. And what about Anise? Oh my god. I'll give it some more thought. There's nothing to think about. Like, I guess. I don't know. Just as I admitted to Festus, I'm far too nosy to leave the situation with Anise as it stands. If he won't defend himself, then in the least, I'm entitled to protect myself. If she wants to belittle me and discourage me from moving forward, then I'll put up a hell of a fight. Oh my god.
I missed you.
You weren't waiting for me long, were you? I confess myself surprised that you sent for me so quickly. I thought for sure that you would be angry with me after our little chat, in your chat with Festus. So you heard about that as well. I spit the words out, making it clear that I'm not interested in observing niceties.
Of course.
Festus tells me everything. Can't stop himself, poor man. She rounds my bed, running her fingers over the sheets. In a fluid motion, she brings her fingers to her lips. Does that trouble you? No, he can do as he likes. What is her problem? She hums in agreement, perhaps amused with my answer.
What's on your mind?
You seem to be settling in. How long will you stay with us? I don't know, as long as I'm welcome. Am I welcome? The question is pointed. I crossed my arms and glared at Anise, challenging her.
Of course.
I'm very happy to have you living with us. Are you happy? Happy enough. I could live without your, antagonism. Here it is. Whatever are you talking about? I told you that I'm done playing games. It's not going to work. No pointless flirting, flattery, or flippant aggression. I suppose you'd like to think that you're onto me, as they say. You made it so all too easy to sniff you out. You don't bother hiding your condescension. Condescension. Yep, got it. Not around me.
Oh no.
Does that prove that I'm done with games, as you said? Maybe it does. I'd like you to end them with Festus too. He doesn't deserve to be antagonized and bullied. How cruel. What basis do you have for this accusation? How can you be sure that Festus doesn't enjoy my incessant torture?
Is something wrong?
Oh no, innocent. That's an innocent torture. Innocent?
Is something wrong?
This bitch is crazy. Clearly, she's out of her mind. I can provide the proof if you'd care to watch. Can you die? No. She clicks her tongue, displeased with my discourtesy. You've been putting new and dangerous ideas in his head. Do you deny it? You'll have to elaborate on what you mean by dangerous.
Oh no.
He's beside himself thinking about his career. You've ruined it. What? Me? You've claimed that I'm such a horrible woman. But he was doing just fine before you happened along.
Oh.
You might have left him alone. And then none of this would have happened. None of this second guessing. None of this turmoil. I thought you said that you didn't mind me living here. Was that a lie? I'm happy that you're here. Less so that you're here to distract Festus. You could remove yourself from his attention. Things would go back to normal. No. I'm not leaving him with you. I don't know what you've done to him, but I don't like it. Festus isn't your toy. He isn't some object. Neither of us are. How precious. Can you make him happy? Are you so confident in your own abilities? Yes! I'm not gonna do no trying anymore. This is like, I'm serious. Yes, I can make him happy. As a friend or a lover? I didn't say anything about love.
I'll take care of everything.
If you can't live up to that promise, I know just how to remedy the problem. What you could do is back up. That's what you could do. She saunters up to me and lays a hand across my cheek, staring at my lips with a ravenous gaze. God dang, what are they doing out there?
It's alright.
I'll give you all my love. None of that nonsense you humans spew on about. Nonsense? I pause over her use of the word human. Evil bitch. She's evil. Do you understand? My mouth opens to protest that I do not understand. But I'm mesmerized by the color of her eyes. Pink. Violently. Sickly pink. What are you?
I can't wait to see you again.
You'll learn eventually, just as you'll learn about my love. She moves her hand from my skin, the pads of her fingers trailing across my baby hairs. Go to him. Let's see if your compassion will be enough to move him. I'll consider it a gift to me. If it's enough, then it's one fewer broken toy.
Bye-bye.
Run before I change my mind. What if... She's wrong. She doesn't know Festus's heart. Maybe I don't know either, but I know that he isn't some shallow man who only seeks pleasure. He's complicated and intelligent. He wants to help people. He wants to be a good person, even if he doesn't fit into a conventional role. I won't let her run him into the ground, and that's what's going to happen. She doesn't care what Festus wants or how he's feeling. She only wants to satisfy herself. I won't sit around and watch that happen. I stride up to Festus's door, the second time I've done so in a matter of days. Dramatic? Yes. Necessary? Maybe. My resounding knocks are urgent and insistent. Festus, are you there? I knock again, but there's no answer. Where the hell is he? Back through the church, I search, peering around corridors and whipping my head at every sound. There's an overwhelming sense of urgency, that I have to talk to him before Anise gets another chance. I'm running, and I have to beat her to the chase. She's given me a running start. Is this the game too? Doesn't matter. For Festus' sake, I won't take my chances. Hey, Pookie! At the front of the church, I find Festus changing the linens. Oh, on the altar. A grin spreads across his face at the sight of me, and I immediately soften. Festus, I found you. My one true love.
Something wrong?
I didn't expect to see you so excitable this morning. He rolls up the dirty linen and throws it over his shoulder. The replacement cloth is white with minuscule daisies embroidered into the fabric. I've actually been seeing daisies in the background occasionally. I think there was one in the kitchen. And one in his room. So. You're okay. She didn't do anything to you. He cocks his head at the struggling to understand. Do what? You're too funny. I thought... My breath comes out in a rush. I hadn't realized I was holding it in, and now I'm gasping for air.
What's up?
Everything alright? You look winded. I managed a nod and assuage his concern. Thought there was a problem. I guess I was wrong. I expected to probe for answers, but instead he laughs.
In love with me? Huh?
Miss me that much? Wanted my face to be the first thing you saw in the morning. You won't miss an opportunity for wisecracks. Thought I'd squeeze in a quick sprint. Great idea. I still haven't bothered to whip myself into shape. If you wanted to steal from us again, I'd be outmatched. Don't tempt me. I right myself, having finally caught my breath.
Hey!
If you want to practice going for another run, you can take one of the... What the hell? Candelabras? No. Sandelabras? I don't know what that says. And get a head start. No, that's alright. I smile and allow myself to laugh. The more that we speak, the better I feel. From the way Anise was talking, I thought she had done something to him. For the life of me, I can't imagine what that might be. But nevertheless, frightened me.
Oh!
Really? Alright. Guess we'll do it later. I was frightened that she might have hurt Festus. It's all because he's been so kind to me, right? We can practice for a marathon later, too. He winks, waiting for me to reflect on his turn of phrase. Doesn't matter. Festus is my friend, and I'm happy that he's safe. He's back to normal. What? This is a little too convenient. Anise isn't going to join us. The following day, Festus puts me to work chopping vegetables once again. If I didn't know better, I'd say he wants to hire me as a cook. I smirk at the idea.
No.
Guess not. She's usually excited about the children coming to the church, but she must be busy today. Anise has been uncharacteristically distant from the two of us. While I expected Festus to take issue with the development, he's been taking it in stride. I won't claim responsibility for that, but I can't help but think. She told me to go after him, didn't she? That it would be a gift to her. My eyebrows draw together. Festus notes my confusion and clears his throat. No matter. You and I can get in plenty of fun. You have to get your portrait drawn eventually. We'll add it to the fridge with the others. The prospect breaks me from my nuances. No, musings. Sorry, I don't know why I said nuances. And I glance back at the fridge, covered in children's scribbles. Sure, I'd like to see what they come up with. Will I be a beanpole like you? Or just a little sprout? Compared to me, there are no others. I'm the ultimate beanpole. He strikes a ridiculous pose, holding a knife out in the air, and waits for me to laugh. Reluctantly, I let it fill the room. Be careful with that. I like to keep all my limbs. The soft taps of kitchen knives follows our laughter, and we resume work. I didn't mourn the absence of Anise. No one mourns the wicked, so... There's comfort in the quiet between Festus and myself. Perhaps selfishly, I almost feel that we're better off.
Listen.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. Something bad's gonna happen. I was thinking about a lot of things and how you're so worried about me with Anise. Here it is. Is it bothering you that she's gone? Not really.
Don't worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to take care of myself, just like I expect you to take care of yourself.
Sorry.
You were right. He lets out a heavy sigh and his shoulders slump down. I don't know what it is. Maybe I was comfortable with her. Maybe I was scared of what was outside that relationship. Uh-oh. You are...
Well...
a very special person. You're a very special person. That's so amazing. I raise an eyebrow at this comment. Don't tell me this is a love confession. In a way. He stumbles over his words, staring down at the counter as he searches for them and pieces together a reply. Love is complicated. It's scary. It is. I nod to denote agreement, but my eyebrows remain knitted together, trying to riddle out his point.
Well...
It's something I'm supposed to guard against, like it's a beast that will destroy this church. But that doesn't make any sense to me.
Listen.
I love the people of this community, and I love you, kind of. Kind of. Rather than feel insulted, I'm inclined to laugh. God. Poor guy. He's just as confused as I am, stumbling over his words.
Sorry.
I'm exploring that feeling at least. We haven't known each other very long. Are you sure you want to say something so serious?
Yes.
Oh, they're ready. Goddamn.
Listen.
I have to say it. I have to acknowledge it, make it real.
It doesn't matter to me that I'm not supposed to love you. I need you here, supporting me. And that kind of love can't be wrong.
You're... whatever, honey. You got it. I can't be faulted for wanting you with me.
It's alright.
That's all I want, for you to be with me. To try something different.
Something wrong?
Is that alright with you? Of course it is. I stared at him in amazement, wondering if he practiced the speech beforehand. No, he's too sincere. Words escape me, and all I can do is reach out to touch his hand. I'll stay with you if that's what you want. No takebacks. Unable to resist the urge, Festus gathers me up in his arms. His skin feels flushed and comforting. I can breathe easily. Or easy. My arms wrap around him in return. It seems as if Festus's entire body reacts to this, jumping with excitement. He lets out a mischievous giggle under my arms. I feel his body vibrate. I'm kinda nervous. I know.
Oh!
You're not? A little. After a moment, our arms drop to our sides. Piles of potatoes and onions sit on the counter, still waiting to be cut. With a wink, I pick up my kitchen knife and return to slicing. Festus follows suit, leaning over to bump me with his hip.
Disgusting.
Jesus fucking Christ. I genuinely, this time, I wasn't expecting it because it didn't happen so many other times. But since she was so prominent in this route, because I know this is her. I know this is her weird demon form that she's hiding. I know. She's the worst. I hate her. I don't know what the fuck. She got a weird, twisted idea of whatever. Love, I guess? I don't know. Ridiculous. You won't last long. Okay. I got like 3 more routes after this. Or 2. Let me see. I got some pretty good pictures though. Let's go. I have to do the bad ending though, which is awful. Because I think I got the good one. Oh, let's go! I did pretty good. I feel like it was sort of easy though. But after him is Causeway, so. And then after that is Mateo. Ooh. And then Anise. Which I do not want to get into. I really don't. Anyways. My thoughts. Festus is actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. He's a nice character. It was very funny. So most of the time it got me to giggle. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get those other endings and I will see you guys when I get there. I'm gonna do the medium ending first. We're here. This should be the middle ground ending. I don't want to see nobody die. I'm not joking. Let us proceed. She's sending me running all over the building now, no matter. Obviously, this is after she showed us her red eyes. For whatever reason, I feel an overwhelming sense of urgency to talk to him, and Anise's words have only weighed that urgency. She hasn't heard him, has she? She wouldn't go that far. The door to Festus's room is closed, and I don't hear a thing. Festus, I want to talk to you. I knocked on the door and wait. When there's no answer, I knock harder. Festus! Wookie Bear. The door opens to a weary-looking Festus.
What's up?
Yes, I'm here. What do you need? His hand shakes as it lingers on the doorframe. Perhaps he doesn't want to let me inside. Doesn't matter, he has to listen. I wanted to talk to you.
Something wrong?
Sure, something wrong. Festus steps aside so that I can enter the room. Clothes littered on the floor, more than usual, and the drawers of his wardrobe are barren. Cleaning house? I had a bad feeling. I can't tell him that Anise threatened him. Did she? Whatever. I don't care. I don't like the woman, and I'm going to do what I want.
Oh!
What kind of bad feeling? I just thought you might... Sorry, is something happening? Why is your room such a mess?
Well...
I'm busy packing. Packing? Why? For what?
Listen.
I decided what to do. I gave it some thought. I'm leaving. All that's left is to pack up some things, and I'll be on my way. What? Why? You can't leave now. I thought we were finally... Things were looking up.
Don't worry about it.
It's nothing personal.
Sorry.
You were right, I can't keep lying to myself. Something is... I don't know. I'm unhappy. I'm confused and torn. I don't have to be a priest to help people, and there's no sense feeling bad about breaking my vows. I'm pretending to be someone that I'm not. Even if I'm not hurting anyone, it feels wrong. I should be upfront with people. What about the people who rely on you? What about the community programs?
Anise.
Anise could take care of them. It's not conventional, but we were never ones to pay attention to rules. The two of us will do just fine. You can't just leave me here with her.
It's alright.
Don't be silly. You and her will get along with time. Give her a chance. But you're the one who offered to help me. She doesn't want...
Listen.
You're such a good person. You could do all of this without me. And you aren't pretending to be someone you're not.
Don't worry about it.
Anise will help you. I trust you. But... doesn't make any sense. This feels too much like a goodbye forever. Can't I see you sometimes? Where are you going? When are you coming back? I think it's better that you don't. I'll come back one day, once I figure out what I want to do. For now, I need to do this. Thank you for helping me see this. I wanted to support him, not force him to run off like this. This is what I have done. Dang. Take care of yourself. He places his hands on top of my head, ruffling my hair in an affectionate gesture. Don't wait up for me, okay? I shake my head, unable to believe this. He's abandoning us? No, abandoning me and the community? Anise, she did this. But even as I try to push the guilt away, I know that I'm also partially at fault. I should have tried to help him. He was confused, and I couldn't get through. And that's it. That's awful. Alright. At least nothing like bad happened, but I'm really scared for the last ending. We're here! This is the bad ending. I'm so excited, I can't wait. Sweetie, can you be a doll and fetch me some coconut candy from the store? Sure, I guess. You're not busy, are you? I'd hate to interrupt. She glances around the chapel, where I've set out chairs for the weekly community support meeting. I don't know why I bothered. No one's going to show up anyway. I guess I'm not busy.
Yes.
Lovely. Do you need some money? No, I don't need anything from you. How's Festus?
It's alright.
Busy. It's lucky I'm around to keep him company. I hate her. She's dangling him right in front of me like a treat. I suppose what I deserve for offending a Festus. Festus, you can't. Anise needs to leave. I don't trust her. I don't like her. We've already had this conversation. But you're not listening to me.
No.
You're not listening to me. Why do you hate her so much? What has she done to you? It's... I'm fighting a losing battle. No matter how I struggle, he won't listen. If you've only come to fight about my private relationship, then I'll pass. I'm disappointed. I didn't think you would let this come between us. When I return with the candy, the chapel is empty. The chairs I set out for the support group remain in place, unfilled. A spark of hateful rage fuels me as I start down one of the church's hallways. I make my way to her room and knock on the door. Inside her room, I hear Festus laugh and Anise's corresponding snicker. This shit makes me so uncomfortable. Go on, answer, Festus. The door opens to Festus's cheeky grin.
Something wrong?
What's up? Need something? I glance over his shoulder to see Anise sitting at the edge of the bed. She offers me a patient smile. Anise asks me to buy some candy for her. She stares me down in the doorway, waiting to see if I'll squirm. I won't give her the satisfaction.
Thank you.
So good of you to run that errand. Thank you so much, sweetie. You're a good child. She skips to the doorway and pats me on the head. I muster the most unenthused glare I can summon. I'm not a child. Sorry if I interrupted something. Not a problem. Anise's arm curls around Festus's front, and she cranes her head up to his ear. Let's get back to it, shall we? My jaw sets in a hard line as I watch them. Irritation settles into my bones. To my bones. Sorry for interrupting, I'll be on my way.
Bye-bye.
Fuck you. She waves at me with a mocking smile, and her eyes flash with triumph. Festus doesn't bother to offer any parting words before closing the door. I envision Anise's face in the onions as I slice up vegetables in the kitchen. Well, fuming. I can't bring myself to look at either Festus or Anise. I tried to warn him. What else can I do? It's a waste for me to stay here. I finish chopping onions and move on to peeling potatoes. Anise stands in her usual position over the stove, while Festus worries with his own pile of potatoes.
Oh!
We've been staring down at the potato for 5 minutes. You trying to communicate telepathically? Tell me how it goes. I'd like to give it a try. No, sorry, I was thinking about something. My reply is sullen. I go back to peeling the potato. But I can feel Festus' gaze sitting on me.
Well...
I can finish this myself if you have something else you'd rather do. He takes the potato from me, brushing my hand when he grasps the vegetable. He almost drops it when I flinch, recoiling back alongside me.
Sorry.
Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I'm not, it's fine. I shrug off his apology. But not before his pitiful smile tugs at me. I've hurt him.
I'll take care of everything.
No. Dee and I have everything under control, Festus. Check if anyone has shown up early. We wouldn't want to leave them lonely in the chapel.
Yes!
You're right, I better go on. He nods with newfound enthusiasm, and Anise sends him out the door. You have to do better than that. You're breaking his heart all over again. What if you... No. Let me not say that. It's not my fault. It's you. Are you still going on about that? Yes. She shakes her head at me in disapproval, but the gesture reminds me of a mother chastising a child.
Oh no.
You won't acknowledge your own mistakes. Very well. You have to continue to learn. It's a good thing I interrupted you before you could do yet more damage. She turns away from me once again and begins to hum at the pot of soup. You didn't interrupt us. I growl out the words under my breath. Anise pays no mind, continuing her song. Could you stop that? Frustrated, my voice cuts through her melody. Oh, I'm sorry. Her accusatory stare reeks of contempt.
Maybe I interrupted something after all.
Ew. Are you angry with me? She can't tell?
Sweetie, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I was only playing.
Playing? Is that what you do? You don't care about anyone, do you? No. I bite my lip and swallow down a lump.
I do care about you. I hope that one day you'll accept my apology.
That's never happening. I don't honor her with a response. Who would? Well, that's it? At least he didn't die, that's fine. Well, we're good. We're good, actually. That's actually perfect. That's better than death. I promise you that. I would not like to see someone die again. But yeah, the death stuff, I don't know, it just stopped after Sergio for some reason. Yep. Caught in her fangs, that's what it was called. Find my lost self is, oh my gosh. I did it. I liked his route, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. Once again, I forgot the ranking, so. But if I was gonna rank it from like good to bad, he would not be at the bottom. He'd be up there with Sergio and Clement. No, that's good. For the good ending, of course, not because I don't like their relationship at all. It's ugly. It's like coercion, kind of. It's just, I didn't like it at all. It made me very uncomfortable. But besides that ugly ending, if you guys enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. And of course, subscribe for more. The next person is Causeway. So, with all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my loves.